Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome live inside the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena. Kendall Grayson with you, Twin City Thunderbirds hockey tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining us. It's the Columbus River Dragons in town to face off against the Thunderbirds in back-to-back games, 7:35, the time of the puck drop tonight. It is college night tonight, and tomorrow night, Veterans Night. The puck will drop at 6:05. Well, thank you for tuning in tonight. As always, we appreciate it. And we'll see what the Thunderbirds can do. A couple of disappointing results, and they look to turn that around here on home ice. 5 of the next 6 games, including this one right now on home ice. You hear the applause from the fans as Coach Harry, Steve Harrison, takes to the ice with his support staff with him. His support staff that he speaks so highly of, and for good reason. They do a great job around here. And this is going to be a good weekend of Thunderbirds hockey. These back-to-back games against the River Dragons. So Twin City enters tonight's matchup with a single win on the season. And on the other side, Columbus has won 3 games. So we'll see if the Thunderbirds can find a win tonight. We can tell you that it'll be Dyson Skinner and Tyler Roy, the goaltending matchup. Roy for Columbus, 98 birth year, and a 2-1 record on the year, 8-1 for his career. And Dyson Skinner, this will be his 3rd appearance. And we'll see if he can win for the first time this year. Boris Babick is the backup goaltender tonight, as is Trevor Babin on the other side for Columbus. Dyson Skinner of Billings, Montana, he'll try to win this game, and we've seen some really good efforts from him so far this season. The team waiting in the locker room. They'll be out soon, and we will await their entrance. We will take a quick look at the FPHL out-of-town scoreboard report. Here's what we have going for you around the league. As always, we will keep you updated tonight. It's Binghamton leading Indiana 1-0 in the first period. No score with Danbury and Watertown. Port Huron and Blue Ridge, they're coming up at 7:35, like our game tonight. Biloxi and Baton Rouge also battling. The officials hit the ice now, and soon we'll be ready to go. Glad to have you along for the broadcast. And the River Dragons hit the ice now. They'll have the white sweaters in this road matchup. But when the Thunderbirds hit the ice here at home, there'll be no doubt. You'll hear it. It'll get loud in here as they are continuing to empty the fog onto the ice. We see the red floodlights. And this is a really cool entrance. So we'll sit back and let everyone enjoy it when they hit the ice. And we'll give you the Geico starting lineup, but it will be Gus Ford, Roman Kramer, and Zach White on the top line. That will start the game. James Farmer and Luke Dobles on defense. And as I mentioned, the netminder, Dyson Skinner. That's the lineup this evening. The Geico starting lineup, national anthem presented as always by American Elevator Company. And then we'll be ready to go for the Pine Tree Tavern first period. Here they come. And with that, it's almost time to go here in Winston-Salem. Thanks for tuning in. It's the Thunderbirds and the black sweaters skating right to left in the Pine Tree Tavern first period. The white sweaters of the Columbus River Dragons, who Twin City sees tonight for the first time this season, moving left to right. Thunderbirds looking to end a 4-game winless skid, and Columbus looking for win number 4 on the season. Goaltending matchup is Dyson Skinner against Tyler Roy. Here we go. Another weekend of Thunderbirds hockey is underway. Sit back and enjoy it, and thanks for tuning in. James Farmer plays immediately in the defensive end. He'll go across the ice and take a check and look to win possession of the puck along the far side boards. Gus Ford in there immediately trying to take it away. River Dragons slide around high in the zone there as they'll move to the near side quickly. It's Balkwill into the corner. They couldn't move it. We'll see if Twin City can find it here. Kicked out by Luke Dobles, and away they go. It's Roman Kramer. Snapped it way across the ice, just out of the reach of Zach White. In on goal here, and Kramer nearly had a play on it. Found, though, by the River Dragons. Quickly moved by Nathan Balkwill. Ontario native. They slide it across. Look out, could be trouble. And on goal, and a save made by Skinner. Nicely done. 19:20 left to go in the Pine Tree Tavern first period. Brings us to our first stoppage. Sergei Sherbakov placed on 15-day IR earlier today. Also, transactions today. Adam Zimmerman traded to the Wolves in exchange for financial considerations. And new player in the lineup, Liam Blomquist. He'll wear number 22. And he's out there right now. We're back. Right to left movement here. Nearly out towards center and on Skinner quickly. And he'll throw it off the backhand of the goal stick. Puts it back down behind the line. Given away, though, nearly by Dion Demke. And this will be played ahead by the newcomer, Liam Blomquist. Native of Sweden. And last skated for the Quad City Storm in the SPHL. Out towards the neutral ice, there's Jan Salak. Good to see him back in the lineup, number 16. Third game of the year for him. And nearly taken away by him, and it will be. Here comes Salak up the left wing. He'll try to find it in the corner. And all the way back behind the goal of Tyler Roy. Far side of the building. It's a high flip to the logo at center ice. Played ahead by Jacob Schnapp. What a goal he had last time on the ice. And that matchup against Athens. Other way, it's driven in on goal here. Covered up by Skinner. No further play. 18:26 left to go in period number 1. The Pine Tree Tavern first period. Shots on net early, favoring the visitors 3-0. I mentioned that goal by Jacob Schnapp, and it was a huge scoring play in the second period. On the road at Aikens Ford Arena, his 50th career goal in the FPHL, first of the season. He's got 1 assist as well. And here's the team's scoring leader in the face-off circle, Gus Ford. Ford wins into the corner to Don Carter Jr. Far side for Josh Sleggers, out towards center. Linesman took a spill, and here come the Thunderbirds with it. It's White stepping over the line, trying to feed it in front of the goal there to Roman Kramer. Would have had numbers between the circles. Taking a side, look out, a break for the River Dragons. In on goal, and a great save made by Dyson Skinner. A penalty's been called, and they're asking for a penalty shot. Was Ryan Hunter, the Toronto native, but it looks like it'll be a 2-minute minor penalty assessed to Josh Sleggers. So slashing has been called, and for the first time tonight, we'll see the Thunderbirds on the Bobo's Deli and Grill penalty kill. Penalty kills 20 of 24, that's 83.3%. The power play for the River Dragons, 3 of 33 so far this year. And so the 4 skaters out there now in the black and red sweaters. Up high, though, Columbus will play with Colton, near side. They'll find Ryan Hunter. He drew the penalty. They go back up top to Josh Colton, near side to Hunter again. Way across the ice. They stretch it out, play in front of the goal, and it goes wide. 17:47 left to go in the Pine Tree Tavern first period. Thunderbirds to it. They'll wait, and down it goes. Good clear by Zach White on the penalty kill. So Gus Ford will make a change. In fact, multiple changes as Ford and White go off. And we see Farmer Schnapp out there with Dobles and the captain, John Butita. Butita nearly stole it away there. Here's Dobles to play in the defensive end off the glass. Can they move it out to center? And not yet. Colton near side, snap back, 1:15 left to go in the opening penalty kill of the night. River Dragons near side, they load up a one-timer, he goes off the glass. Stays in play though, still in the defensive end of the Twin City Thunderbirds. Near side, Hunter loads up, shoots one, and it goes in. And it's the opening goal of the night, 17:07 left to go. In the Pine Tree Tavern first period, there were 63 seconds remaining on the penalty to Josh Sleggers. And that makes it 1-0. And so it's a long-range shot, but it gets through with traffic, and it was a tip there in the blue paint that pushed it in behind the goal of Dyson Skinner. So Sleggers at 1:55. That's the penalty that was on the board. And we're back. Let's see what the response is from this group. Now down by 1 here on home ice this evening to open up play this weekend. Columbus right back here again tomorrow. Taken away by Liam Blomqvist. Here comes Blomqvist up the left wing. He takes a bump from the attacker there, Nathan Balkwill. It's right back the other way. Carried out to center. They'll swing a pass. Near side, trying to find it as Joel Texmo. They go back behind the cage with it. Skinner looks on. Good battle down behind the goal line. Columbus on the attack, leading by 1. Shots on goal are 5-0. Far side corner. Here's Texmo to swing it down low. Balk will try to find it to the near side. Evaded the check as they go across the ice. It was Yuri Pestuka who came down and looking to take it away from him. So it's flipped out. Changes being made each way here from the defensive zone now for the River Dragons. Their first visit to the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena this season. Jacob Schnapp called for a penalty. And back to the Bobo's Deli and Grill penalty kill go the Thunderbirds. So almost 4 minutes gone by in the matchup. And it's the second minor penalty that's been called against Twin City already. And unfortunately, I think the penalties that went up on the board in the third period last time on the ice in that game against Athens on the road certainly contributed to the end result there in the third period. Face-off victory by the River Dragons. They'll hold it up high with Colton, swing it over to Tyler Barrow. He gets it down low. And in the far side corner, James Farmer. Banging bodies trying to take it away, and they'll find it. And it's out to the neutral zone. Not all the way down the ice, but at least it's out of danger. Zach White looking to steal it away here on the penalty kill. Gus Ford out there, Farmer, and Kate Hanley. Columbus onside again here on the power play. 1:32 left on it. They'll go to the near side circle to the point, and good pressure there from White. He effected the pass. They still got it through, but not able to fire it. Storjahan to it, and he'll drop it off. Near side, turning it Hunter, and he'll wait. Now he fires. It actually goes way across the ice. They swing it up top. Look out. Long shot. They score. 2-0. 15-15 left to go in the Pine Tree Tavern first period, and the sixth shot of the game goes in as number 6, Jacob Schnapp, exits the box. And so it's a couple of power play goals early on here. That has pushed the River Dragons out to a 2-goal advantage. So it'll be 5-on-5 following that one. And the centerman Salak will take the face-off. Good to see him back in the lineup. He's missed the last several games, and we heard on the Coach Harry show earlier this week at Little Italy that lower body injury, and specifically the foot bothering Salak. Good to see him back out there. Driven in on goal. That should be the first shot of the night officially for Twin City. Rolling loose in front of the cage and fouled by the River Dragons. A long flip right off the forehand of Kirk Underwood. Now they'll look to chase it down on the near side boards. 14:48 left to go in our Pine Tree Tavern first period. Held onside. Columbus looking for another one, and this time it's blocked out in front, found by Dion Demke. Couldn't get the pass to go, though. Gave it away. Look out, a shot in front. Big rebound, and Demke and his teammates able to affect that near side shot opportunity. The cage was open, but Twin City will survive. Back down the ice, and they didn't make the red line, the River Dragons, so this is going to go for icing. We are in a media timeout. And so we'll step away here and be right back. Thunderbirds hockey live tonight in Winston-Salem, and the visitors on the board with 2 power play goals.
Looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate around Winston-Salem and the Triad? Meet Jennifer Sapp, your trusted local realtor. With nearly 30 years of deep experience, Jennifer specializes in everything from historic homes and remodels to investment properties, college town housing, and short sales. She's known for honesty, integrity, and making the process as stress-free as possible. Ready to make your move? Call 336-782-3148 or visit jensapprealty.com today. Looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate around Winston-Salem and the Triad? Meet Jennifer Sapp, your trusted local realtor. With nearly 30 years of deep experience, Jennifer specializes in everything from historic homes and remodels to investment properties, college town housing, and short sales. She's known for honesty, integrity, and making the process as stress-free as possible. Ready to make your move? Call 336-782-3148 or visit jensapprealty.com today.
Welcome back inside the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena. Kendall Grayson with you as always. Twin City Thunderbirds hockey, and the Thunderbirds here on home ice this evening, down by a pair of goals early in the Pine Tree Tavern first period. It's 2-0 for the visiting Columbus River Dragons, out shooting the Thunderbirds 7-1 here on the road. Cody Wickline with a goal in the power play at 2:53, and then Josh Colton followed up at 4:45, also on the 5-on-4 man advantage. So the penalty kill for Twin City currently 20 of 26 early on this year. Five-on-5 face-off on the way. Gus Ford will take it. He has 6 goals on the year. And 168 in his FPHL career. Zach White to his left, Roman Kramer to his right. They'll win the face-off. There's Farmer to chip it down low. Rolls out in front, pinballs around there. Bounced a couple of times, and down to the ice it goes. It looks like the River Dragons will find it. They'll be able to move it out to the neutral zone and flip it onside. Farmer's there to make the play, though. And it goes right back the other way. Found by Cade Hanley. Hanley, he'll flip it up the wing, out towards center. Kramer has to stop on the pass. And nearly taken aside by the River Dragons. Pressure, though, and found by Farmer, moved ahead. And we've got 13:54 left to go in the Pine Tree Tavern first period, and a call from behind the play there. And so let's see what they're going to say. Looks like, I think it's Columbus, and yes. So it's the opening power play of the night for the Thunderbirds, and you hear the fans' reaction to it. Already 3 penalties called, and we haven't even played 7 minutes this evening. Face-off victory for Twin City. Here we go in the power play as they look to claw their way back into it early on, down by a pair. It's Gus Ford from the left point, and he was trying to sneak it all the way across the rink to Roman Kramer. Found, though, by Zach White. Stick handles in the defensive end. Now looks to flip it to the near side. Found again by Gus Ford. He's pressured, has a 2-man pressure to the near side, so he goes across and finds Zach White and then Roman Kramer. Kramer onside. Makes a move down behind the net. Has Schnapp go in front of the goal and gets it to him, and he bumps it up top. So they work it around the zone. Here's White in, shooting, and he goes off the glass with it. A rising shot, and it just missed. Thunderbirds fans making noise. They try to feed Schnapp in front of the goal. They go back behind. Power play continues. 1:14 left on it. Roman Kramer slides it across the ice quickly. Now they go up top. Here's White holding on to it, snapping it across. In front they go, and they try to get a give and go in front of the goal to Jacob Schnapp. It was blocked, though. Kramer shooting one. Rebounds there. They're looking for it. 3 out in front, found by Columbus, and they will clear. Tyson Skinner comes way out of his cage to play the puck here on the power play. 51 seconds on it. And Gus Ford stick handling in the defensive end. Ran into his teammate Jan Salak, and Salak tried to drive it down back into the corner. Here's Salak. Now looking to play it himself, skating it out towards center, up the wing, and they'll call it back at the blue line, offside. So shots on goal favoring Columbus now 7-2, and 36 seconds remaining on the penalty to number 36, Matt Stoya, who is in the penalty box. Towards center and flipped ahead here to begin the penalty killing sequence following the face-off from Columbus. So it's found by Twin City, this time Pastuca, as they've made changes on the power play unit. Flipped ahead down the rink. 17 seconds left to go on the 5-on-4. Thunderbirds down by 2 early on in the Pine Tree Tavern first period. Back behind the goal line, they'll set up an option near side wide open. Pastuca, they get it to him, loads up, shoots it in front looking for a tip, and it just goes wide. Don Carter holds the zone. Out of the box is Stoya. Pass to the near side. 5-on-5 action again as Salak tries to drag the puck down behind the line. It's in the near side corner, pressure to the back of him, and he's tied up. Demke looking on as it's played by Butita. Here's John Butita with it, swings it down low. 11:35 to play in the period. Thunderbirds on the attack. One-timer towards the net from Pastuca, shut down by Tyler Roy. And that might have been the best chance of the game so far. Really good-looking drive. This takes a funny bounce and stays onside. Benefits the Thunderbirds, but then it's flipped high in the air to center ice and collected by James Farmer. Farmer, a native of Mississauga, Ontario. They get it ahead and complete the changes back out to center. So 11:07 now to play in the first period. 2-0 the score. As the River Dragons, they'll be back here again tomorrow night. They've taken the lead here in the first period tonight with 2 power play goals. One at 2:53, another at 4:45. Dobles gave up possession along the red line. Teammate Zach White jumps over there to help him out. Then it's back to Dobles, snaps it ahead. 2-on-2 maybe in from center. Ford trying to leave it for Kramer. Then Ford takes it himself off the backhand. Just wide of the net it goes. Still onside here. They'll move it ahead. Down low, Roman Kramer let it go. Zach White again racing in. Farmer looking on. Now he's back skating as Columbus has found it. So the River Dragons, they'll move it. And this is going to go for icing again. So they call this back to our left. 10:28 remaining in our opening period of the game. The Pine Tree Tavern first period. Out-of-town scoreboard report. Binghamton leading Indiana 1-0 now in the second period. Watertown and Danbury no score. Blue Ridge leading Port Huron 1-0. And no score with Biloxi and Baton Rouge. And that's because that game has not yet started. That'll be an 8:05 Eastern time start to that matchup. Offensive end face-off. Ford has won it. Up top they go. They'll slap it ahead. It's blocked through traffic. Now James Farmer open, looking for a lane to shoot. Played by Gus Ford, and he's stripped of it. Could be trouble in from center. It's a rush. They'll look to flip it towards the goal, and Farmer on the back check. Nicely done, taking that chance away, but then it's grabbed again by Columbus. They'll move it around. High in the zone. Long shot through traffic and tipped into the near side corner. Halfway gone in the opening 20 minutes. Shots on goal now 3-7. Kicked at by Kramer at center, trying to find possession of it. Just in front of the scorer's table, it's off the backhand and drops softly into Twin Cities' defensive zone. Farmer goes across the ice, now circling around is Butita. Butita holding on to it. Tries to use some speed in from center. Good move, a couple of them, and then taken away. Thunderbirds to it, though, with Schnapp down low. Wide open play in front of the goal, and it goes bouncing away from the netminder Tyler Roy, who made a pad save as it was just dribbling softly towards him. Here's Schnapp trying to load up a check. There's a hit from Kate Hanley as he stops the progress of Ryan Galvin. Back behind the goal to the near side now with 9:08 to play in period one. Thunderbirds on home ice tonight and in 5 of the next 6 games. Right back here tomorrow. 6:05 the time of the puck drop. Jacob Schnapp gets to Michael Mania. Mania nearly pulled it around the defender, and that would have been a break in front of the net for Jacob Schnapp on the other side. Instead, it's Hanley to play from the defensive end, found by the Thunderbirds, and ahead from Dion Demke. Demke held up at the blue line, but they're onside 3-on-3, now making changes, played by Don Carter Jr. 21 goals in his FPHL career. He's over the blue line with it, side of the circle, encroaching further in the zone. In front they go, trying to find a one-timer up top. Long shot off the post, it's bouncing around, and they couldn't find it there with Carter. What a chance. And the fans nearly thought that was going to be 2-1. I did too. It hit the far side post and then launched out in front of the netminder. Another drive in on that, another rebound given up. And they're searching for it. They flip it in front. Shot on the way, and it's blocked. And I think that went off the side of the goal, maybe the near side post. And that was from Liam Blomquist, new player in the lineup tonight. They'll try it again. Near side, Pastuca up and out of play off the deflection. That'll bring us to a stoppage and a media timeout with 7:56 remaining in the Pine Tree Tavern first period. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thunderbirds starting to get the shots on goals going. It's now 7-5. They're still down by 2. We'll step aside and be right back with more Twin City Thunderbirds hockey.
Introducing Flow Rewards, the exclusive rewards program for Flow Automotive customers. With Flow Rewards, every vehicle purchase and service visit earns you points towards future maintenance on your vehicle. To start earning and redeeming Flow Rewards points, download Flow Garage, make an account, and add your vehicle. If your account is already set up with your vehicle, you'll start earning rewards points automatically. Add family members to your household to earn Flow Rewards points together. Don't miss out. Download the Flow Garage app to start earning Flow Rewards points with your next service visit or vehicle purchase.
Get into the swing of things at Tee It Up Indoors. Offering 3 simulators, over 11,000 virtual courses, lessons, club fittings, and a variety of snacks and beverages, Tee It Up Indoors is the place to go and work on your game. Call us at 336-285-7823 or visit our website at teeitupindoors.net.
Following the media timeout, we have 7:56 remaining in the Pine Tree Tavern first period. We thank you for joining us on the broadcast tonight. Thunderbirds down by 2. Face-off win. Here we go. Farmer snaps it along, and it's played by Luke Dobles, New York native, that put it down behind the goal line. Found by the River Dragons. They'll have room to work out towards center. Found again, though, by James Farmer. Farmer, stick handling, slides it across the ice. Dobles, up the wing they go, and it's Zach White to play the puck. Good pass to find Farmer again. They cross over the blue line, now back battling for possession. Roman Kramer, not sure where it was, it hit him, and then it fell down behind him. And they're looking to dig it free along the near side boards. Top of the circle. Nearly played at center, and it is moved out to the neutral zone by the River Dragons. Gus Ford delayed offside as Zach White fired it ahead. 7:13 left to go in period 1. And Columbus here on the road with a couple of goals early on. In the Pine Tree Tavern first period, back-to-back power play goals at 2:53 and 4:45. Stoya goes across the ice. Nearly played there by Kramer in front of the home bench. Near side as the home team. Thunderbirds making changes. Back behind the goal, directing traffic, Dion Demke waits. Now he'll slide along to Michael Mania. Here's Mania with speed in from center. Flipped it ahead, wants his teammates to chase it down. Jacob Schnapp takes a look to see who's with him there in the near side corner. Michael Mania in front to him. Here's Schnapp. Across they go. Slap shot of the way, and an aggressive save made at the top of the crease by Tyler Roy. They're still searching for it as it's slapped ahead by John Butita. Thunderbirds have had some chances here in the first period. Still find themselves down by 2. Side of the circle. Here's a play. Onside for the River Dragons, nearly taken back by Twin City. It's Ryan Galvin, though, circling around, swings it high in the zone, all the way to the near side. Stoya loads up. Now he shoots and he scores. 3-0, 6:01 left to go in our Pine Tree Tavern first period. And you could feel that surge coming from Twin City. And so that's a big goal there for Stoya to answer that surge that was brewing from the Thunderbirds. It's his second of the season, 33rd of his FPHL career. And so now Twin City down by 3. And that's the 8th shot of the night that's in. First even strength goal we've had in tonight's game. Well, it's certainly a good start here for the River Dragons. In from center, and icing called against the Thunderbirds. So Twin Cities back here again tomorrow night. Next weekend it's a home-and-home with Blue Ridge, on the road on Friday, and then back here again on Saturday. The following weekend, 2 home games against the PD Ice Cats. Thunderbirds open the season against PD on October 17th and 18th. And so the Ice Cats will be back in town again. We have our Veterans Night game tomorrow. Face-off victory for Columbus. A look to fire to the far side corner and try to track it down. Back behind the net. Found by Josh Schlegers. Takes his time, swings a pass, nearly given away. Then they'll find it again here with Salak. Looking to fly the zone through center there was Liam Blomquist. It's Pastuca. Good move. In front he goes. Fire, save made. It's free in front of the net, though. They're fighting for it. In on goal again. It's blocked. As Jan Salak was looking to find it. He drove it towards the goal, but it was blocked towards the far side there. Still not out of the zone, although the River Dragons have found it. And they'll move it out to center. Chopped in from center. As Twin Cities making changes again. We have 5:05 remaining in the Pine Tree Tavern first period on this Friday night. Here's White stepping up and stealing it. Goes in front. One-timer in front of the goal. Big rebound given up, and it slides all the way out to the center ice red line. Luke Dobles will find it from there. Good chance, though, from Zach White and Roman Kramer. White has it. Sidestep to check at center. Up the far side, he goes to find Kramer. It's batted down and back towards center, but it's trapped just inside the line by White. Look out here. It's way up and out of play. 4:38 left to go in the Pine Tree Tavern first period. This will be the final media timeout of the period. We'll step aside. Shots are now even at 8-8, but Columbus has scored again, and it's 3-0 for the River Dragons.
Finish strong. Start here. Atrium Health Wake Forest Baptist.
When it comes to performance, speed matters, just like on the ice. Introducing same-day dental crowns right here at Twin Oaks Dentistry. With cutting-edge technology, we craft crowns on site, eliminating the need for temporary. As proud sponsors of the Carolina Thunderbirds, we understand the need for top-notch performance. We're more than just dental care. We're your partners in achieving your best smile.
It's the final media timeout of our Pine Tree Tavern first period. 3 goals on the board for the River Dragons, 2 on the power play. And the most recent goal, even strength, Matt Stoya at 13:59 of the opening frame. Offensive end face-off. It's one away from the Thunderbirds. Back behind the goal, though. Wrap chance there. There's Roman Kramer to squeeze it wide of the goal. And that was similar to how he scored in Athens the other night. Sort of just waited out and wrapped it around. Waited and tried to find a tough angle and fire towards the goal, but it went in. The other night as a power play. And down the rink we go in from center. So it's found by James Farmer, takes a look, and he's run into, trying to find an option. He'll find the puck, slides it across the ice to Luke Dobles. Dobles uses a high flip way out towards center, and right on the logo, off the backhand from Gus Ford. It's picked off, though. Under 4 to play in the first period. And here's Columbus again. This time it's offside, and they call this back at the blue line. So that brings us to a stoppage. The official chiropractor of the Twin City Thunderbirds, Dr. Dirk Willard, with Total Health Chiropractic. If you're hurt, call Dr. Dirk at 336-705-5537. We're back here with Twin City moving in from center. It's flipped over the red line and didn't make it, so it's back again for icing. This will be a defensive zone face-off. Kate Hanley out there with Dion Demke, Michael Mania, John Butita, and Jacob Schnapp. On the face-off, quickly driven right towards the net, and Dyson Skinner was ready for it. Had to track that one through traffic. And he makes a nice save to keep it a 3-goal deficit. 3:35 now left to go in period number 1. Cade Hanley trying to track it down. Montana native, like his goaltender, Dyson Skinner from Billings, Montana. Bozeman, Montana native for Hanley. Found at center. Here we go. Michael Mania. And he crossed over the blue line, but it was taken away from him. As Twin City surged down the ice. Now it's back for Columbus. Easy save from that distance for Skinner. He makes it. So Skinner sees it. Now it's Colton. And misplayed it high in the zone. Thunderbirds look to chop it out to center, and they do. Played ahead. And changes back behind the play here. Liam Blomquist in the lineup for the first time this season. Just joined the team as he was acquired from Quad City of the SPHL. So he wears number 22. Flip down the ring. No icing. Played by Don Carter Jr. Let's go Thunderbirds, the champ. Here inside the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena. Nearly taken right out in front of the goal by Tyler Barrow. As they'll search for it on the far side now. Jostling for possession and found by Pastuca. Played it back. They play it ahead now. And flip through center, found again by Columbus on the road. And they have been on the road all of their games to begin the season. They won't be back home, or home for the first time this year, I should say, until next weekend. And on goal, then it was played by Skinner, and the official gave him the whistle. So Skinner had it covered, and then he threw it to the near side corner, but the official gives him the whistle. Brian Pincus and Andrew Sullivan, the two referees tonight. Patrick Callan and Lyle Lance, the linesman. Played ahead by Farmer, back to Ford, and then Hanley holding on to it. Hanley setting up back behind the cage. Drives it across quickly to find Gus Ford. Ford skating in from center, looking to play it ahead. Then it's taken right back and moved the other way. Found though by Hanley. Hanley circling through the neutral zone, goes back behind, and he'll locate James Farmer. Then it's Hanley, back to Farmer. Farmer in the corner. They play catch back behind the cage. 1:40. That's all we have left now in the Pine Tree Tavern first period. Thunderbirds on home ice tonight. Down by 3. Here's Kramer onside, shooting one, and it got redirected, finished back behind the net. And it's Gus Ford crashing in, looking to find it. Near side corner, though. And the River Dragons will look to play from there. 80 seconds left in the period. Hanley had the right idea there, looking for Gus Ford in front of the net. As he shot it towards the goal, it was blocked. Farmer retreating, then it goes up to Kramer. Roman Kramer slides into an open corner. 65 seconds left to go in the first period. Nearly given away. Errant pass. Alex Storjohn will find it, though. And played in front of the Thunderbirds bench. Columbus onside late in the period. They try to go in front. They do, and tip just wide in behind the goal line. 45 to play, and good pass break up there by Roman Kramer. Long shift he goes and steps over the boards. Don Carter out there. Dion Demke. It's Salak Pastuca. And Blomquist at the forward position. Half a minute to play in period 1. Nearly given away there, and stepping aside was Pastuca, looking to move around at Ryan Galvin. Nearly given away, out to center. Flipped back onside by Don Carter Jr. 13 seconds, that's all we have left here in period 1. Thrown in from the neutral zone. They did make the red line. This is going to go for icing. And 6.5 seconds now left to go in the opening 20 minutes. And a good chance here for Twin City. It's late in the period, but they'll look to win this face-off and set something up immediately. Face-off to the far side circle. Gus Ford will take it. Down it goes. They're fighting for it. It's in the corner. Not much time to work here. Farmer holds it up high, chops it towards the net, and it goes wide into an open corner, and that's how the opening 20 minutes will end tonight. So the Thunderbirds down by 3 goals. Columbus scores twice on the power play in the first 5 minutes of the contest. Cody Wickline at 2:53. Josh Colton at 4:45, and then Matt Stoya netting an even strength goal at 13:50. 59. So that's what the goals look like there in period number 1. The shots on net finishing at 12-9, favoring Columbus. And so the goaltending matchup, again, Dyson Skinner for Twin City, Tyler Roy for Columbus. And that's how the first period will end. So we have our intermission game on the way here in the building. We will have our intermission content for you if you're watching on the video side of things or listening from WTOB tonight on the radio. So however you may be tuning in, we thank you for doing that. Thanks for spending your Friday night with the Twin City Thunderbirds. We will step aside and head to our first intermission break. And again, we'll have the programming for you coming up in the break. But after 1 here tonight, it's Columbus 3 and Twin City no score.
Maple Chase Golf and Country Club offers the best in recreational amenities in the Triad. Come enjoy a meal at the Pine Brook Bar and Grill, relax by our pool and cabana, and gear up at the Pro Shop while sharpening your skills on our 9,000 square foot putting green, and play around on our 18-hole Ellis Maples Design Championship Golf Course. You can find out more at maplechasecc.com. That's maplechasecc.com.
I want to stop losing sleep over this. I want to know that surgery is the right decision. I want to protect what I've built. I want a plan designed just for me. I want to know that I'm in excellent hands. I want the latest and greatest. I want to continue to grow, no matter what life throws my way.
For the best surgical care, you want Novant. Novant Health. Best surgeons, amazing nurses, remarkable care.
Quinn Services has been serving North Carolina for over 50 years, ensuring the safety and comfort of our customers' homes. We take pride in bringing together the best electricians, plumbers, and heating and cooling technicians to bring convenience and unbeatable value to our customers. Life can be hectic. What better way to simplify than to have one company you trust to take care of all of your home's repair needs? Since 1972, integrity and customer satisfaction have been at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to have built a name our neighbors trust, one that provides peace of mind and a service that can be relied on, today, tomorrow, and for years to come. Thank you for trusting Gwynn Services with your home. We are proud to stand behind the work we do every single day to serve our friends and neighbors here in North Carolina. We are Gwynn Services. One call does it all.
I want to stop being sidelined by pain. I want to tell him I'm in. I want a surgeon who speaks more knees than he can count. I want the best care in the game. I want a team that's with me every step of the way. I want to bounce back fast. I want to show them my best is yet to come.
For the best orthopedic care, you want Novant. Novant Health. Best surgeons, amazing nurses, remarkable care.
I want to know it's nothing I did. I want to hear we caught your cancer early. I want an expert to explain things to me. I want the newest and best treatment. I want to know if I'm going to lose my hair. I want to be okay with that, even if I'm not. I want to win this fight.
For nationally recognized cancer care, you want Novant. Novant Health. Best physicians, amazing nurses, remarkable care.
Introducing Flow Rewards, the exclusive rewards program for Flow Automotive customers. With Flow Rewards, every vehicle purchase and service visit earns you points towards future maintenance on your vehicle. To start earning and redeeming Flow Rewards points, download Flow Garage, make an account, and add your vehicle. If your account is already set up with your vehicle, you'll start earning rewards points automatically. Add family members to your household to earn Flow Rewards points together. Don't miss out. Download the Flow Garage app to start earning Flow Rewards points with your next service visit or vehicle purchase.
Pam's back pain was controlling her life. Novant Health's spine surgery team repaired a damaged disc, and within hours, Pam was walking pain-free. Novant Health, best surgeons, amazing nurses, remarkable care.
Flow Cadillac is a proud sponsor of the Carolina Thunderbirds. Visit 1400 South Stratford Road for a free test drive, or go online to flowcadillac.com to schedule a sales or service appointment.
Maple Chase Golf and Country Club offers the best in recreational amenities in the Triad. Come enjoy a meal at the Pinebrook Bar and Grill, relax by our pool and cabana, and gear up at the Pro Shop while sharpening your skills on our 9,000 square foot putting green, and play around on our 18-hole Ellis Maples Design Championship Golf Course. You can find out more at maplechasecc.com. That's maplechasecc.com.
Finish strong. Start here. Atrium Health Wake Forest Baptist.
40 back again this year. What's it been like so far? I know, obviously we've had a couple of tough results, and we'll talk about the games this past weekend. But looks like, from my vantage point, really good start to the year for you offensively. And, what's it like to be back and going again here?
Yeah, no, I'm thrilled to be back. This is like a second home to me right now. And, no, it's been, a rough start, but we're gonna get going here in a little bit. Just some new guys, but no, I'm excited for the year.
We're the returning guys, we talked about it. Probably the last three coaches shows who we've had on here, and it's the returners that lead the way. And as I said, this guy here, not just on the scoreboard, but in the dressing room and in the community, and he's a big part of Carolina hockey here, so he does an awesome job, and myself and the ownership and everybody, and I know the fans are happy that he decided to come back this year. So as I said, he's a great addition, just not on the ice, but off the ice as a person.
And Coach, we're going to get into the games here on the other side of the break. We'll start with the first game, but just real quickly, obviously a couple of losses, but give us some quick thoughts on what you saw here this weekend.
Well, it's kind of like a mixed bag of emotions, I guess. This weekend here, I saw some things that I really liked. I saw some things that weren't as good as we would like to have, and but I see the improvement. I see things are starting to turn a little bit. As I said, are they where we want to have them? No. Gus just said maybe a bit of a rough start, but there's some ways to go, and we're going to have to just keep working at it. And it's a different year. I know that the focus sometimes is not always as where everybody thinks it should be at this time of year already. But as I said, the guys have done a good job. They've worked. I can't argue about their work ethic, as I said, and I see improvement. And I don't know if everybody else does. I see us getting better. I see guys starting to feel a little more comfortable at what they're doing. And when you're in the situation we're in right now, it always seems like the water's running so fast that we can't stop it right now. And but we're just going to have to keep working and putting our fingers in the dam and work and take one stride at a time. We can't start looking ahead and trying to get to a point where everybody wants us to be. We got to take one step at a time. And as I said, I see it coming. Do we have to make some more changes? Probably. As I said, it's one of those years. But as I said, I'm not panicking. Is there a sense of urgency a little bit? Yeah, but the word panic, and I don't see it in the dressing room. As I said, a lot of times it's a mentality, and we'll talk about that as we go along here. So, but no, it's really kind of a mixed bag. As I said, I felt really good about some things, and talking to Gus and Boots and some of the other guys, we did some really good things, and then other things we've got to really improve on. So, as I said, we'll put our best foot forward tomorrow and get ready for the weekend.
But first, Coach, we start with the Friday night game in Athens, second consecutive game in Athens going back to the previous week. And some things that we talked about, I think, on last week's Coach Harry show, unfortunately, came true there in the first period in terms of, I know you wanted to get off to a better start, but Athens, gets a couple there in the first 8.5 minutes, and then they get that one there at the end of the period. But if you can, just, talk us through the opening to that game and obviously down by 3 goals there after one.
Well, every team has problems, and one of our main problems is the first period, and when you can't chase your tail all the time, and the good teams, you're going to come back sometimes, but you're not going to come back every game. And we played 6 games, I think 4 or 5 of them we've been down going into the second period, and that puts a lot of pressure on trying to survive, I guess is maybe the word to use. But you can't play that way all the time. And as I said, once in a while those things are going to happen. And we kind of addressed it. We had a little meeting on Saturday about that, and it was just a little bit of change in mentality. And we tried to go one way, and obviously it didn't work very well. So we kind of changed it up a little bit, and all of a sudden we responded. And that's what I think a lot of it is. A lot of it is about comfortability and getting used to it. And I think the guys on the team responded Saturday. We didn't respond very well on Friday, and as I said, so we had to change it up a little bit. But a little disappointing going into that period there. And as I said, we had to regroup after one.
Gunny's telling you to bring your toys to Tots for hockey games this weekend. Hey Boris, what are you doing?
Hey, packing joy for the holidays.
Is that for Toys for Tots?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Toys for Tots. The last day to bring in your toys to our games is December 12th. Flock together.
Go Birds.
And welcome back inside the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena for our first intermission break. Kendall Grayson with you as always. Thanks for tuning in. And on the video side of things, we hope you enjoyed that clip from the Coach Harry Show. Gus Ford was our guest on the program this past week at Little Italy. It was actually back on Monday this week. Coach Harry Show, of course, typically on Tuesdays at 7 o'clock. We will be at Earl's downtown coming up this next Tuesday. So here's what we have for you on the board in our first intermission break. It's 3 goals for the visiting Columbus River Dragons. Cody Wickline at .253 on the power play. Josh Colton at .445. Also on the power play, Ryan Hunter and Tyler Barrow assisted on that first power play goal. They also assist in opposite order there, inverse, with Barrow getting the primary and Hunter getting the secondary assist on that power play goal from Josh Colton. The final goal of the Pine Tree Tavern first period at 13:59, Matt Stoya scored that one, and it is 3-0. Shots on goal officially online on the online scoring system showing as 11-9. It's showing as 12-9 here in the building. Out-of-town scoreboard report. Here's what we have for you for scores around the FPHL on this Friday night. It is a 2-0 lead at home for Binghamton over Indiana. Tie game 1-1, Danbury and Watertown. 2-1 for Blue Ridge leading Port Huron in the second period. And on the board is Biloxi on the road against Baton Rouge. That score is 1-0 in the first period. We take a look at the standings right now in the Continental Division. It's Athens at the top with 18 points. PD in second with 16. Monroe in third with 15. And then the Columbus River Dragons in fourth with 8 points. 3 points on the board so far this year for Baton Rouge, Biloxi, and Twin City. 3 points for a regulation win here in the FPHL. On the other side in the Empire Division, it's Binghamton leading the way with 20 points. Port Huron has 18. Topeka has 14. Danbury with 12. And the bottom 3 teams are Blue Ridge with 9. Watertown with 4. And Indiana with 1 point. They have yet to win this season through their first 8 tries. We tell you about tomorrow night's game coming up at 6:05, and so hopefully you are able to join us. If you're not, certainly we'll have the broadcast for you right back here on these same channels, but it will be the Veterans Night game tomorrow. There are special discounted tickets available for veterans, $15 plus fees online, and you can find those links at the team website, TwinCityThunderbirds.com. You can also find them through the social media channels for the Thunderbirds. So that will do it for our first intermission break here on the broadcast. We thank you for tuning in, and we'll step aside one last time in the break, and then we'll come back for the call of the Flow's second period. After the first period, Columbus on the road, leading Twin City by 3 goals.
Looking for more than a job? At Flow Automotive, we're building careers and futures. Whether you're starting in service, sales, or support, you're joining a team built on trust and driven by purpose. We invest in your growth with hands-on training, mentorship, and clear paths to advance. Every role matters, and every day you help deliver the Flow experience. Looking for something outside of the showroom? Our management services team is where creative, operational, and support professionals thrive. We provide care for the whole person with employee pricing, wellness programs, scholarship programs for children of employees, and comprehensive benefits that grow with you. Flow Automotive is guided by ethics, powered by people, and committed to your future. Start your journey with Flow Automotive. Your path starts here. Let's grow together.
Every car gets warning lights, but did you know the color actually means something too? Red indicates an issue that requires immediate attention. Orange indicates a less urgent issue, like a vehicle service requirement. Blue and green give you information on lights and indicators. The more you know with Flow.
Gwin Services has been serving North Carolina for over 50 years, ensuring the safety and comfort of our customers' homes. We take pride in bringing together the best electricians, plumbers, and heating and cooling technicians to bring convenience and unbeatable value to our customers. Life can be hectic. What better way to simplify than to have one company you trust to take care of all of your home's repair needs? Since 1972, integrity and customer satisfaction have been at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to have built a name our neighbors trust, one that provides peace of mind and a service that can be relied on, today, tomorrow, and for years to come. Thank you for trusting Gwin Services with your home. We are proud to stand behind the work we do every single day to serve our friends and neighbors here in North Carolina. We are Gwin Services. One call does it all.
Being your best is hard. You gotta take care of yourself. You got your husband.
Let's put in a pool. For the kids.
For the kids. Forget the car. How about a motorcycle?
And if you own a business?
We need servers from, like, this century.
Yeah.
At a Legacy Federal Credit Union, we're committed to helping you be your best you. Whether it's with an unbeatable car loan rate, home equity line of credit, or small business help.
Who's the best?
Visit alegacy.org for our best rates.
Flow Offer to Purchase makes it easy for you to generate an appraisal for a vehicle online in under 5 minutes. You can confidently use Flow Offer to Purchase to determine your vehicle's trade-in value or to get a real offer to sell it to us. Here at Flow, we've always had a transparent, interactive appraisal process that our customers love. We developed our Flow Offer to Purchase tool to offer you that same great experience online or through our Flow Garage app anytime, anywhere. Using Flow Offer to Purchase is simple. Either enter your license plate number or VIN, and the system will pull up basic information about your vehicle. Some vehicles have options or extras that need to be selected in order to pull an accurate value. Then just tell us about the current condition of a few things like your tires, dents and scratches, or mechanical issues. From there, a real offer on your vehicle, whether you buy from us or not, is just a click away. Just a heads up, our staff will check over your vehicle to ensure your Flow Offer to Purchase is accurate. Your satisfaction is our priority. Flow Automotive dealerships have processed tens of thousands of vehicles using Flow Offer to Purchase, which has resulted in buying many thousands of cars from customers. Try Flow Offer to Purchase for free today. You can access this tool by clicking Sell Trade on flowauto.com or your dealer site by starting the Sell Trade dialog in the center of the homepage.
And welcome back inside the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena for the Flow second period here on the broadcast this evening. Kendall Grayson with you as always, and it'll be left to right. We will see the Thunderbirds attack in this middle frame of regulation time. Each team has returned. They've changed ends of the rink. And we see Tyler Roy, the netminder, to our right. Dyson Skinner back to our left. The middle period, the Flow second period, will begin even strength at 5-on-5. Columbus looking to win for the fourth time this season with the 3-3 record, and officially it's 2-3-0-1 as they have the 2 regulation wins. They also have a shootout win from earlier this year. And the Thunderbirds at 1-5. 1-2 here on home ice. And here we go, puck drop at center ice. And let's see what this Thunderbirds comeback effort looks like as the River Dragons will possess the puck up by 3 here in the Flow second period. Back into the defensive end of Twin City. Lookout, could be trouble. They flip it high in the air off a deflection. And as it falls back down, we see Cade Hanley tied up with his man back behind the net. They slide one wide of the goal as Skinner looks on. down the rink, played by his counterpart in goal, and Tyler Royce. He sets it up slowly back behind him as they look to play it from the defensive territory. Columbus moves it down the ice, and no icing here either, so it's Hanley to flip it into an open corner, finding it as Luke Dobles just along the wall. And from center, fires ahead, 19-12 to play in the second period. Along the near side board, chopped at there by Zach White, found and moved by Nathan Balkwill. Out towards center, then moved ahead by Barrow. Down behind the goal line. Far side corner. Barrow with 2 assists back in the first period. Rolling free, and Columbus holds the zone. They look to fire. Luke Doble's in the way there, and they couldn't move it around him. So it's put back down behind the goal line. It's Kevin Sabad that moved it down there. Thunderbirds find it out to center, and this pass will miss Zach White. Had it landed, it would have been a one-on-one, so he instead goes to chase it down to the far side corner. River Dragons to it, though. They move it near side. It's Sabad to play it towards center, and picked off by Josh Schlegers. Schlegers to Don Carter Jr. And he chips it onside. Thunderbirds making changes across the rink. Just underway in our second period, the Flow second period, 18-12 left in it. And from the neutral zone, powered ahead and nearly slapped out of the zone as Texco looking to play it. That's Lucas Texmo. Joel Texmo also in the lineup this evening. Back into the defensive end. Here's Don Carter to go find it. Near side, Jacob Schnapp to it. Moved ahead by Michael Mania. It's Mania to play it along. And Schnapp chops it ahead into an open corner way across the rink. This is a bouncing puck that nearly made its way all the way back to Jacob Schnapp as he watches Mike Wynn take it back behind the goal line. They slide it across the ice. Through center, then moved ahead, and Skinner needs to play it. He does. He will put a glove on it and get a stoppage. So no shots on net officially so far here in the middle period. 12-9 from the first period. And from the face-off, Columbus will get to it quickly, and then taken away, though. Thunderbirds jumped in front of it. Here we go. Onside, Pestuka trying to go back in front of the net there to find Jan Salak, who is streaking in, crashing towards the far side post. He spins away, though, stays in the zone, and taken back by the River Dragons. Moved ahead, looking on is Skinner. Now to the near side corner. Columbus attacking, leading it by 3. Salak looks to take it away, and he does. Use that big frame to bump the attacker off the puck. Jan Salak, 6'5", 229. As I mentioned, good to see him back in the lineup. He's missed the last few games with an injury. Here's played from Pestuka, back to Salak. Jan Salak takes a look, slides it across, and he'll find Cade Hanley. Returns the favor now to the neutral zone. 16:37 to play in the Flow second period. Just goes away from Roman Kramer, found though by Zach White. And had the free hand used on him there, as he's held up along the near side. And Doble's in a battle looking to hold the blue line. Out to the neutral zone, found by Gus Ford. Pressure to him from Ryan Hunter. And found by Farmer. James Farmer flips it right ahead to Zach White, goes across the zone, and it's rolling free, nearly played ahead by Kramer. And they have to reverse course. Taken aside by the River Dragons. They lift it down the rink. Josh Schlegers goes back to find it, gives it to Zach White. Up to James Farmer. Across they go with it. Calling for it is White, and they try to get it to him here to the near side. He steals it, fires one off the post, and no, it just went wide from that angle. Looked like it may have glanced off the paint. Here come the River Dragons. They fire one, save made, and it's still onside. Far side circle found by Josh Schlegers, and he will settle it down. Ontario native. 2 goals in his FPHL career. Big defender, 6'3", 194. Long flip in from center. And that time easily handled by Tyler Roy. Over the red line. Here come the River Dragons. And they couldn't fire there with Kevin Sabad. Down behind the goal line. They'll battle for it. It's back behind the netminder Skinner. In on goal. And that time into the far side corner. They'll try it again, though. High in the zone, moved away from Lucas Texmo. Now Texmo has it again. Slides it across the rink. They'll look to shoot. They do. This time it's well wide of the goal. And found by the captain, John Boutita. Out to center. Wants to lead a pass off the glass to Michael Mania. Mania. He's crunched from behind. Stays on his skates, though. Down behind the net as John Boutita goes to work. Looking to take it away with 14:44 remaining in our Flow's second period. Thunderbirds on home ice tonight. They're right back here again tomorrow night. And currently down by 3. Out towards the red line. River Dragons to it again with Pizzamenti. And back to the defensive zone as the Thunderbirds are making changes. They flip it down the rink. Look out onside. A chance in front of the goal, and Dyson Skinner shuts it down and covers it. Media timeout, 14:20 left to go in the Flow's second period. Thunderbirds still down by 3. We'll be right back.
April 21st, 2009. Dear Amy, today your life is going to change forever. At 5 p.m., you will give birth to a little boy, almost 3 months premature. And a doctor tells you that your little baby has a brain bleed. And the hardest part is when you pack up to go home from the hospital, he won't. But he won't be alone. And all the doctors and nurses at Atrium Health are going to take such good care of him. And they'll reassure you that there's no better place for him to be. But as time passes, you'll begin to understand this child is special. He'll fall in love with soccer, training to someday join the U.S. Paralympic team. This little boy is not only alive, he's thriving. And believe me when I say, everything is going to be okay. How do I know? Because I am you. 13 years later. Sincerely, Amy Wilotica.
So the opening media timeout of our Flow second period is over. The visiting Columbus River Dragons on the board 3 times in the Pine Tree Tavern first period. 2 power play goals, and even strength goal. And the Thunderbirds will face a defensive zone face-off. Jan Salak will take it. Has Dion Demke to his right, Kate Hanley to his left. Yuri Pastuka and Liam Blomquist out there on the ice. And down he goes, found by the Thunderbirds from the face-off. Played ahead by Kate Hanley. Slides it up to Yuri Pastuka. Now it's in the air for Jan Salak to reach for it and try to find it here in the attacking area. That's to our right for the Thunderbirds in the second period. Look out, though, it's the wrong way. Hunter drops it back behind, and they look to fire, and they miss the net. It's Alex Storjahan that forced that one wide. Thunderbirds with heavy pressure high in the zone. Now it's back behind the goal. Off the glass it goes, found by Kate Hanley. Snaps it along, Jan Salak in from center. There's a bump from Pastuka. And back to center ice and way down the rink with 13:42 now left to play in the Flow second period. They'll battle for it. The Thunderbirds down behind the goal line of the defensive zone. And it rolls in front here. Could be trouble as it's settled by Wynn. Near side, they look to move it across. Mike Wynn has it again, stepping up through traffic, blocked. That one never made to Skinner. And it's moved ahead, in from center, found by White. He's to it. Zach White holding on to it, waits for the zone to fill up with teammates. Where will he go? He'll find Gus Ford. Never a bad option. Ford near side, it makes his way to Luke Dobles, loads up, fires one just wide of the net. Big rebound off the end wall. They snap it in front of the goal again. And it's out to center as the River Dragons find it, and they clear it. 7 minutes gone by in the Flow second period. They'll try it again. James Farmer, he's in, drops it back. Kramer holding on to it, and he was stripped over the last second. He tried to fire it, and he gets it back again. Roman Kramer attacking in the offensive end. And it's shut down to the top of the near side circle as he was trying to drive a pass along to Zach White. Twin City drops it onside. Here's White to Kramer. Kramer wide open in front of the net. Dances, fires, and off the backhand it goes high and missed. And it falls down. Now Don Carter finds it. Gets it to Roman Kramer. Dancing around again. Shooting it. Scores! Roman Kramer. 12:29 left to go in the Flow second period. It's 3-1. Kramer's got his second of the season. That'll no doubt give the Thunderbirds some life. The fans come around as they make some noise. It's a 2-goal deficit. A lot of work left to do, but the Thunderbirds on the board. 13th shot of the night for Twin City goes in. Face off at center ice following the Thunderbirds' first goal of the weekend. They'll be looking for more. Here's Jacob Schnapp, and he nearly got around the last line of defense there. Schnapp scored a big goal in the second period last time on the ice to give the Thunderbirds the lead. That was on the road in Athens back on Saturday night. There's the announcement. Roman Kramer with the goal. Out to the center ice red line. Powered ahead by Jacob Schnapp. Back behind the net. Now they go to the near side with it and flipped out by the River Dragons. Played offside there, and they let the play continue. That was Hanley jumping up, or Hanley playing it rather, and then they will call the River Dragons back for this offside with 11:48 left to go in period 2. Good work from Roman Kramer there in the attacking end. I think very easily could have been frustrated after having that chance that bounced right over the goal. Fell down behind the goal line, and he was able to get it back. And patience, as we saw in the goal he scored on the road in Athens, that's what he used to his advantage to score that one. And was just able to find the top portion of the net that was open to shoot at. Here's Jan Salaka onside. Threw a River Dragon away from him. High in his only fire just wide of the net through traffic that time. Thunderbirds feeling it now. Down by 2. Shots are even at 14-14. Foul in the near side corner. Liam Blomqvist. Blomqvist with it. And given away eventually. Nearly taken back, though, by Twin City. Moved across the center ice logo by Columbus. So down it goes. Netminder Dyson Skinner to it. Haven't had to call his name in a while here in the second period. That's a good thing. It's Pastuca stepping over the blue line. Play's been to our right. As it's flipped out of the zone this time by the River Dragons. Found behind the goal line, and Twin City will work from there. Along it goes to James Farmer, then Zach White up the left wing. Roman Kramer, the goal scorer, finds White rolling. They had Gus Ford open in front of the goal if they could have gotten it to him. 10:37 left to go in the Flow second period. Thunderbirds down 3-1. Far side, they'll chop at it. These two teams will see each other again. 6:05, the time of the puck drop tomorrow night. We hope you can join us here in the building, and if not, love to have you along for the broadcast. Thrown in front of the goal there as Zach White was looking to make something happen. It goes the other way, though. Opposite direction, found by James Farmer. Farmer skates it down to the defensive zone and slowly stick handles behind the goal. Looks for a friend to pass to. Finds one, and Don Carter Jr. batted down at center. And here come the River Dragons. A rush down the ice. A shot, and this one just missed. That was from Alex Storjahan. So out towards center. This is regrouping will be Mike Wynn to play it ahead. Ann Arbor, Michigan native. Chopped along and nearly found by Michael Mania. That would have been a 3-on-2 over the blue line. Instead, it's brought onside the wrong way. Pass will miss Ryan Hunter, though. I don't think he expected it after he gave it so quickly, and they threw it back to him, so it missed him from behind. And now it's bouncing around. Found by Columbus. No shot yet. They center it back behind off the backhand, and it's knocked down behind the goal line. Far side of the building. 9:22 remaining in the Flow second period. River Dragons onside with it. And there's a check. Farmer came crashing in. Found by Don Carter out towards Jacob Schnapp. And that was flipped back to Michael Mania. Flipped ahead, and the puck was left back behind him. Columbus in from center. They're making changes, but they've iced the puck. 9:03 left to go in the Flow second period. And the Thunderbirds on the board. It's Roman Kramer with his second goal of the season at 7:31. We'll step aside and be right back.
Did you know that not changing your engine oil can result in engine failure? Regular oil changes can extend the life of your engine and reduce the risk of engine failure. Schedule your next oil change on the Flow Garage app. The more you know with Flow.
Looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate around Winston-Salem and the Triad? Meet Jennifer Sapp, your trusted local realtor. With nearly 30 years of deep experience, Jennifer specializes in everything from historic homes and remodels to investment properties, college town housing, and short sales. She's known for honesty, integrity, and making the process as stress-free as possible. Ready to make your move? Call 336-782-3148 or visit gensaprealty.com today. Roman Kramer at 7:31 of this Flow second period. Gus Ford assisting on the scoring play. And the Thunderbirds now down by 2. It's 3-1 as we return from the media timeout. 9:03 left to go in the Flow second period. Face-off will be to the near side circle. Jan Salak readies himself, and they'll kick him out. So Yuri Pastuka jumps in to replace him. And they will let Salak take the face-off. And so we're back playing. Towards the net it goes. Blocked in front. Could work out. They fire one in on goal. They score! It's 3-2. And how about this? In his debut, Liam Blomqvist has scored. Well, that looked like a shot that Tyler Roy thought he had, but it leaked through him. And you could tell by the reaction, he looked back behind him as it went in. Malmo Sweden native Liam Blomqvist on the board in this Flow second period. 2 games this season with Quad City. The SPHL joined the team on the roster today. And he strikes. What a moment here. 1-goal game with 8:49 left to go in the Flow second period. Jan Salak holding on to it. Goes the far side corner, back into the defensive end. They'll announce the goal. Down it is on the ice. They'll find it. And here we go, breaking it from the defensive end. They announce the goal to Blomqvist. Congratulations to him as he's on the board for the first time in his Thunderbirds career. They chop it towards the net again as Twin Cities onside looking for the game-tying goal. Up high it goes. Kate Hanley down the half wall. Now it's in the near side corner. They'll fight for possession. 8 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the Flow second period. Big check there. It creates a turnover. Pastuka plays it along. Demke fires one, and the save made by Tyler Roy. Cleared out by the River Dragons. They're feeling the pressure now. Demke goes back, retreats. Now he attempts to find it from the defensive blue line for Twin City, and he does. So Dion Demke settles it down, finds Kate Hanley with a pass. Hanley goes to Zach White. White, what a move there in from center ice. Gets some oohs and ahs from the crowd. Gus Ford picks it up, has a look, and he fakes one way, keeps it, sends the pass to Luke Dobles. He shoots, tipped just wide of the net. It's free and found in the near side corner by the River Dragons. And once again, Tyler Roy was not sure where that puck was. Icing called against Columbus. Head coach Jerome Bouchard not happy, threw his hands up. But the Thunderbirds will have an offensive end face-off on the way. Twin City out shooting Columbus 18-15. Right circle face-off. Gus Ford has Roman Kramer to his right, Zach White to his left. And he wins it. Luke Doble steps up, looks to find it. He's knocked down, but he made the play, putting it in the corner. River Dragons, they turn it over. James Farmer towards the goal, blocked in front. They're trying to find the rebound. And collected by Kevin Saban from Hungary. Down the ice, and once again, Columbus forced into this icing situation from the heavy pressure from the Thunderbirds. Gus Ford readies himself. And back to Dobles from the face-off, and it's blocked. So they look to drive it there. And he goes into the corner. Back behind the goal. Gus Ford will track it down. He's outmanned and high in his own, found by Farmer. James Farmer circling around, barely held it over the line there, and then it's picked off and played ahead by Columbus. They give it up along the logo, though. And Zach White and Roman Kramer trying to find it. Gus Ford does. Finds Kramer open in the corner. Trying to return the favor to him, and it goes way down the ice as they miss the pass. 6 minutes, 37 seconds left to go in the Flow second period. What a second period it's been. 2 goals on the board. for the Thunderbirds to cut into that lead. It was 3-0 after one. They're trying to tie it now. White back behind him. Schnapp, one more pass. In on goal. Shut down by Roy. Far side. Knocked down by Carter. Behind the net. Gus Ford. And he had the right idea there as John Butita was open. Tried to get it to him. It was picked off. So after the pass was intercepted, they move it ahead. Back onside. Shots are now 19-16. Favoring Twin City. We played 14 minutes here in the Flow second period. A couple of goals on the board for the Thunderbirds. First it was Roman Kramer at 7:31. Most recently Liam Blomquist at 11:04. Jan Salak assisted on that play. So I mentioned it's good to see Salak back in the lineup. He had some points on the board in the opening weekend of the season. With 2 assists, we haven't seen him since then. And he returns tonight and picks up an assist here on the Thunderbirds' second goal. We see some talking right now. Jacob Schnapp back behind the net. That developed about 30 seconds ago. No running clock here. We're stopped with a face-off on the way, but they've been talking for a while. 5:52 to play in the middle period. Far sides, face-off here. And the false start, and then a face-off win for the Thunderbirds. Dion Demke chips it into an open corner. They'll look to race to it. Michael Mania. And center's in front looking for Jacob Schnapp. He got a piece of it. Back behind the net now. Side of the goal, way up high on the pass. It handcuffed Kate Hanley. And flipped high in the air. It falls down here with 5.5 to play in the Flow second period. John Butita towards the goal. It was blocked. He'll try it again. This time he goes back behind the net. Puck gets up on edge. It's rolling, and then they settle it. Long shot and drifting wide into the corner. There was some traffic in front of the goal. Look out here. Chopped up and out of play into the first row. So stoppage with 5 minutes and 16 seconds remaining in our Flow second period. Roman Kramer with career goal 45. And Liam Blomquist. I mentioned the newcomer to the team. First game with Twin City. And he scored the most recent goal. First season in North America, by the way. That's his first goal in North America. First goal in the FPHL. He had 1 point in his first 2 games with Quad City in the SPHL. Both assists. So the first time he's played in North America this season. Only his 3rd game, first with the Thunderbirds, first in this league, and he scored already. From the red line, picked off there by Salak. It's Stoya trying to fire ahead with 4:45 left to go in the Flow second period. Just along the center ice logo, Salak searching for it, batted down. Farmer looks to play it ahead, and just attempting to find it now. Back it goes. This time it's in Twin Cities defensive zone behind the goal of Dyson Skinner. He looks on. James Farmer climbs the zone as he skates it himself out to center. Still with it. Gives the pass to Zach White. Trying to go way across the zone. I think looking for Gus Ford, but it was blocked. And so it settles its way out to the neutral zone. Head coach Steve Harrison very animated on the bench. You can see that all the way from here as he's coaching his players hard. Given away. A chance for the River Dragons potentially. It goes all the way around the zone, and stepping up and finding is Gus Ford. Zach White wanted it. He was behind everyone. Had to hold up, of course, so he wouldn't be offside. And then Roman Kramer looking for him. Now they're onside. Sluggers goes down the wall to find Kramer. 3:45 left to go in the Flow second period. And way high in the air. This will be flipped all the way down the ice into Twin Cities defensive territory. Don Carter carries behind the goal. Now he steps up and from the skate transfers it to the stick blade. Looks to go ahead. He finds Kramer. Pressure to him. Turns. Fires a long one, and it's caught by Tyler Roy. 3:24 left to go in the Flow second period. It's the final media timeout of the second period. We will step aside as the Thunderbirds have now found 2 here in the middle period. 7:31 Roman Kramer, 11:04 Liam Blomquist, and it's 3-2.
Introducing Flow Rewards, the exclusive rewards program for Flow Automotive customers. With Flow Rewards, every vehicle purchase and service visit earns you points towards future maintenance on your vehicle. To start earning and redeeming Flow Rewards points, download Flow Garage, make an account, and add your vehicle. If your account is already set up with your vehicle, you'll start earning rewards points automatically. Add family members to your household to earn Flow Rewards points together. Don't miss out. Download the Flow Garage app to start earning Flow Rewards points with your next service visit or vehicle purchase.
Get into the swing of things at Tee It Up Indoors. Offering 3 simulators, over 11,000 virtual courses, lessons, club fittings, and a variety of snacks and beverages, Tee It Up Indoors is the place to go and work on your game. Call us at 336-285-7823 or visit our website at teeitupindoors.net.
Shots on goal favoring Twin City 19-16. And the River Dragons still holding on to a 1-goal advantage at 3-2. We have 3:24 left to play in our Flow second period as we reset things to our right. Gus Ford, John Butita, Jacob Schnapp at forward. On defense, Kate Hanley and Dion Demke. There's the face-off. Thunderbirds fight for it. They win possession. Dion Demke. He'll flip it down low. All the way around the boards, they let it go. They fire out in front, and Gus Ford was right there on the doorstep, and it was swatted away at the very last second. Otherwise, potentially a tie hockey game at 3. Down the rink, collected here by Butita. As he tries to find it, is actually found first by Lucas Texmo. From center. Thunderbirds to it. Demke, here we go. A rush in from center ice. Dion Demke carrying it. Drops it back. Butita circling around. Hanley called for it. Trying to get it over to him. It's intercepted inside the zone. Here comes Columbus with it now. They'll go to the near side corner as John Butita looks to work it away from Alex Storjahan. Up top it goes. Mike Wynn in on goal and shut down there by Dyson Skinner. Good save. Another one in on him, and he makes a nice save. Rolling puck flipped ahead and nearly played by Ford. It's played first by the goaltender Roy, but then it's picked off, and Butita has it. He goes to Ford, holding on to it. They find Demke, and pressure to him. He couldn't shoot it. So it's Gus Ford, his turn to play the puck. Cycles down to the near side corner. 2:10 to play in the second period. 1-goal deficit for Twin City here on home ice this evening. Facing off against Columbus for the first time this year. Here go the River Dragons. Out through center, then ripped ahead. Found by Tyler Barrow. Towards the goal, shut down as Dobles will play it ahead now. Nearly to center. Still onside, though, for Columbus. Batted down. And from the near side corner, good check there from Dobles. A hit from James Farmer. Fans like it. And here comes Twin City. James Farmer onside, fires one, and a save made by Tyler Roy. So James Farmer flying around with 85 seconds left to go in this Flow second period. Here's Zach White. Back behind the goal. Centers, they fire one, and that's knocked down. Found by Don Carter. Here's Carter. Centers, no one home, and it goes all the way out to center. Twin City 5-2-1 in 8 regular season meetings last year against Columbus. And of course, then the Thunderbirds eliminated the River Dragons in the second round of last year's postseason. Tightly contested game, 1 goal, 51 seconds left to go in the second period. Fans making the noise. And look out, nearly a 2-on-1. Columbus has found it. They're onside. The chip in front of the goal, and it goes wide on that attempt. As it rolled on Kirk Underwood, it bounced away from him. Here's Roman Kramer to find it. One last push late in the period. Kramer in front of the goal, shooting. Big rebound given up, and it's fouled by Columbus. They don't have it cleared yet. Now they move it out to the center ice logo. Josh Schlegers moves it along. 23 seconds left to go in the period. Picked off, though. And here's Brody Thornton. Thornton holding on to it. Back he goes on the pass. Stoya in front, and it goes back behind the net after Skinner made a save. Chipped out towards center ice. 7 seconds left to go in the period. Zach White tied up along the blue line there as he breaks himself free. And that's how the second period will end. Twin City is down by a goal at 3-2. But the fans will like it, as it was a 3-goal deficit after 1, and now just a 1-goal deficit after 2. Good response from this team in that moment. They've dropped their last 4 games, down 3-0 after the first period here on home ice, and that's the type of push you like to see from this group. Roman Kramer breaks through, second goal of the season, assisted by Gus Ford and Don Carter Jr. at 7:31, even strength scoring play. And then 11:04, Liam Blomqvist playing his first game with the organization, his debut game in the FPHL. As I mentioned, only his 3rd game ever in North America, as he's playing over here for the first time in his career this season. He scores that goal to make it 3-2. Jan Salak assisted on the play. So we are now headed into our second intermission break. We thank you as always for joining us tonight. And the programming coming up, we will hear part 2 of that interview from the Coach Harry Show that was live back at Little Italy on Monday, 7 o'clock, the time of the Coach Harry Show. Typically on Tuesdays. It will return to a Tuesday schedule this week when we will be at Earl's for this week's show. But that's part of our intermission programming on the way. And so that'll be the conversation again with Gus Ford, Coach Harry, and myself from the Coach Harry Show. It's a 1-goal deficit for Twin City after 40 minutes. And we'll step aside, but 2 goals in that second period. Roman Kramer and Liam Blomqvist. 3-2.
Finish strong. Start here. Atrium Health Wake Forest Baptist.
When it comes to performance, speed matters, just like on the ice. Introducing same-day dental crowns right here at Twin Oaks Dentistry. With cutting-edge technology, we craft crowns on-site, eliminating the need for temporaries. As proud sponsors of the Carolina Thunderbirds, we understand the need for top-notch performance. We're more than just dental care. We're your partners in achieving your best smile.
Maple Chase Golf and Country Club offers the best in recreational amenities in the Triad. Come enjoy a meal at the Pine Brook Bar and Grill, relax by our pool and cabana, and gear up at the Pro Shop while sharpening your skills on our 9,000 square foot putting green and play around on our 18-hole Ellis Maples Design Championship Golf Course. You can find out more at maplechasecc.com. That's maplechasecc.com.
I want to stop losing sleep over this. I want to know that surgery is the right decision. I want to protect what I've built. I want a plan designed just for me. I want to know that I'm in excellent hands. I want the latest and greatest. I want to continue to grow, no matter what life throws my way.
For the best surgical care, you want Novant. Novant Health. Best surgeons, amazing nurses, remarkable care.
What is the biggest animal you could take on with your bare hands and when?
A lion.
Nope. Monkey!
What is the biggest animal to take on with your bare hands? And when?
No, and win. You have to win.
Is Gus Ford, is he considered an animal?
You've been considered.
That's right. Who considered me? I'd say, like, realistically, that's tough. It's not many animals. I mean, like a lion or something. Did anyone say a lion? Yeah, they're ridiculous.
It was Coach.
Coach said a lion. Okay.
Here's dog.
Probably like a dog or something. But realistically, Gus is an animal. My little sea lion.
Boris Babic.
I would say John Butita for sure.
What's the biggest animal you could take on with your bare hands?
Probably a camel.
I think maybe like a deer or something. Maybe next time I see a deer in the backyard, I'll try and wrestle it. I don't know.
should.
Like a baby monkey.
What's the biggest animal you could take? Grizzly bear.
Koala.
Animal I could take with my bare hands? Well, guaranteed a mouse.
Gwin Services has been serving North Carolina for over 50 years, ensuring the safety and comfort of our customers' homes. We take pride in bringing together the best electricians, plumbers, and heating and cooling technicians to bring convenience and unbeatable value to our customers. Life can be hectic. What better way to simplify than to have one company you trust to take care of all of your home's repair needs? Since 1972, integrity and customer satisfaction have been at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to have built a name our neighbors trust, one that provides peace of mind and a service that can be relied on, today, tomorrow, and for years to come. Thank you for trusting Gwin Services with your home. We are proud to stand behind the work we do every single day to serve our friends and neighbors here in North Carolina. We are Gwin Services. One call does it all.
I want to stop being sidelined by pain. I want to tell him I'm in. I want a surgeon who speaks more knees than he can count. I want the best care in the game. I want a team that's with me every step of the way. I want to bounce back fast. I want to show them my best is yet to come.
For the best orthopedic care, you want Novant. Novant Health. Best surgeons, amazing nurses, remarkable care.
I want to know it's nothing I did. I want to hear we caught your cancer early. I want an expert to explain things to me. I want the newest and best treatment. I want to know if I'm going to lose my hair. I want to be okay with that, even if I'm not. I want to win this fight.
For nationally recognized cancer care, you want Novant. Novant Health. Best physicians, amazing nurses, remarkable care.
Introducing Flow Rewards, the exclusive rewards program for Flow Automotive customers. With Flow Rewards, every vehicle purchase and service visit earns you points towards future maintenance on your vehicle. To start earning and redeeming Flow Rewards points, download Flow Garage, make an account, and add your vehicle. If your account is already set up with your vehicle, you'll start earning rewards points automatically. Add family members to your household to earn Flow Rewards points together. Don't miss out. Download the Flow Garage app to start earning Flow Rewards points with your next service visit or vehicle purchase.
Pam's back pain was controlling her life. Novant Health's spine surgery team repaired a damaged disc, and within hours, Pam was walking pain-free. Novant Health, best surgeons, amazing nurses, remarkable care.
So coming out of that first period, did you feel okay about the way the rest of the game progressed? Obviously, you want to come back, win, and all of that, but from at least a score standpoint, you just give up the one goal for the remaining 40 minutes, and it seemed to be a little bit tighter. Obviously, I know you fall down there in the first period, but did you sort of like the last 40 minutes of the game, other than being able to build a comeback, which you'd be looking for, obviously?
Yeah, I mean that's one of those mixed emotions that we talked about. Like I thought the last 40 minutes, I'm not saying it was perfect, but we outshot them, and in their barn with the team they got, I thought we did a pretty good job there. And their goalie, and you got to give him kudos. He played really well there. He's a good goalie, and he made some saves where we had some opportunities, and we got a score on those. And if we had scored one, I'm not saying we would have won the game, but we would have probably been more in the hunt there to come back there. So I really liked the second and third period. I thought the guys responded, and maybe kind of relaxed. It was I guess sometimes you get down like that, you relax a little bit and just go and play your game, and that's what I want the guys to do. It's all about emotion and things like that. And if you're too hyped up or you're not hyped up enough, emotions can go both ways. So I think the second and third period, the boys showed a little more of how we're going to play, and as I said, I thought it was a pretty good effort.
And you mentioned the shots. It was 10-9 in the second period, 13-6 in the third period. Overall, 29-26, you outshoot them. I always like to mention the goalie and Boris. 22 of 26 there in that Friday night game, and I said it on the air. Obviously, he played well. It's tough as a goaltender when you don't have anything on the board in front of you, but if you would just talk about his play there on Friday.
Well, I thought he played well. I mean, I can't complain. As I said, we talk about him and Mario from last year, when they got shutouts, or Skinner last year when they got a shutout, that, the goalie played really well. But I always talk about, it's a team effort, and same as the other situation when we give up 3 goals. It's not always everyone goes, oh geez, Boris didn't play well. I thought Boris played pretty well. We can't give chances that they had there the other night, especially early on. So it's basically an effort where, as I said, we didn't respond very well in that first period, and we kind of hung him out a little bit to dry. But I thought he made some great saves. He made a couple saves there. I think it was in the third period there. I can't think of the guy's name right now. He was coming down, and they made a cross ice pass, and he dove at it. And I thought he played well. As I said, he didn't get, and I don't want to say the effort from the other guys. It was just a situation where we let down early on and then got behind.
And Gus, for you as a player, and Coach Harry talks about your leadership, and you've been there. Obviously, you don't want to find yourself in that situation.
I think I scared them when they heard the leadership. I'm not sure.
What are you saying to your teammates, and kind of what's your role in that situation as a veteran, as a leader, and someone that obviously wants to get the team back in the game, and just didn't happen there on Friday?
I mean, yeah, I pretty much just reiterated in the room that we needed to, everything needed to be harder. It needed to be a little bit harder on the boards. Passes need to be harder. Getting the puck out, getting the puck in needed to be harder because we were just being a little bit soft at the blue lines. Our team, like you said, in the second and third, we took it to them pretty much for the most of the part of that. And, we were just getting a little bit more greasy in the corners, greasy in front. But I think if we just keep doing that, the goals are going to come, and we're going to start getting some more greasy goals in front, and that'll get our offense going.
The one thing to come to the guys' defense, we've had to mix and match a lot, and probably if you've watched the last 3 years, I haven't really changed much, and we probably really haven't had to change. But this year we've really had to mix and match lines, and that's no excuse. You got to play. If I put Gus with Boots or I put Gus with whoever, you got to try and make it work. So, but it has been a situation where we've had a lot of different line combinations and even defense combinations, trying to find the right one right now, and we haven't really found, other than probably Gus's line, goal production and defense too. Just trying to find that right guy with the right guy, and sometimes you look at it and you think, oh geez, I don't know if that'll work, and all of a sudden they go out there and they play really well, and you're like, oh boy, maybe I found something. So that's where we're at right now, is trying to find that cohesiveness, I guess, putting everything together. And right now, as I said, we're just searching our way through it right now, but we'll keep working at it.
Flo Cadillac is a proud sponsor of the Carolina Thunderbirds. Visit 1400 South Stratford Road for a free test drive, or go online to flowcadillac.com to schedule a sales or service appointment.
Maple Chase Golf and Country Club offers the best in recreational amenities in the Triad. Come enjoy a meal at the Pine Brook Bar and Grill, relax by our pool and cabana, and gear up at the Pro Shop while sharpening your skills on our 9,000 square foot putting green, and play around on our 18-hole Ellis Maples Design Championship Golf Course. You can find out more at maplechasecc.com. That's maplechasecc.com.
Finish strong. Start here. Atrium Health Wake Forest Baptist.
Welcome back inside the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena for our second intermission break here on the broadcast. Kendall Grayson with you. Thank you for tuning in. And back-to-back goals in the second period for the Thunderbirds. They fell down by 3 in the Pine Tree Tavern first period. Power play goal for Columbus at 2:53. Another one at 4:45. Even strength goal at 13:59. But in the second period, Roman Kramer with his second goal of the season, assisted by Gus Ford and Don Carter Jr. at 7:31, the time of the scoring play, 3-1. But I think the biggest moment of the game is the debut player in the lineup tonight scoring not too long after that. From 7:31, it's 11:04, the time of the first goal for Liam Blomqvist, assisted by Jan Salak at 11:04. So I think it was one thing for Twin City to get on the board there in the second period, but certainly another situation entirely to score a second goal. And, as I mentioned, not too far from that first one, but then also to heavily outshoot Columbus in the middle frame, 13-7 officially. And so it's a 22-19 shots on goal counter there through the opening 40 minutes of play. We'll have a look at the out-of-town scoreboard report. As every night we keep everyone updated with what's going on around the FPHL this evening. And a couple of goals on the board. I think it was 2-0 the last time we said the score, but it's now 3-1 for Binghamton at home over Indiana. Indiana's looking to win for the first time this season. 2-2 the score between Danbury and Watertown. And Blue Ridge leading Port Huron 2-1. It'll be back-to-back games next weekend for Twin City against Blue Ridge on the road on Friday night, then right back here at home on Saturday. The Breakers of Biloxi leading Baton Rouge 4-0 on the road in the second period. So that is our out-of-town scoreboard report for the second intermission. So we'll step aside here quickly. We have just under 4 minutes before we're going to get going again for the third period. So we'll take a quick break and be right back for our call of the Culver's third period. 2 goals in the second period, and Twin City down by a goal after 40 minutes at 3-2.
Gunny's telling you to bring your toys to Tots for hockey games this weekend. Hey Boris, what are you doing?
Hey, packing joy for the holidays.
Is that for Toys for Tots?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Toys for Tots. The last day to bring in your toys to our games is December 12th. Flock together.
Go Bert.
Looking for more than a job? At Flow Automotive, we're building careers and futures. Whether you're starting in service, sales, or support, you're joining a team built on trust and driven by purpose. We invest in your growth with hands-on training, mentorship, and clear paths to advance. Every role matters, and every day you help deliver the Flow experience. Looking for something outside of the showroom? Our management services team is where creative, operational, and support professionals thrive. We provide care for the whole person with employee pricing, wellness programs, scholarship programs for children of employees, and comprehensive benefits that grow with you. Flow Automotive is guided by ethics, powered by people, and committed to your future. Start your journey with Flow Automotive. Your path starts here. Let's grow together.
Being your best is hard. You gotta take care of yourself. You got your husband.
Let's put in a pool. For the kids.
For the kids. Forget the car. How about a motorcycle? And if you own a business?
We need servers from, like, this century.
Yeah.
At a Legacy Federal Credit Union, we're committed to helping you be your best you. Whether it's with an unbeatable car loan rate, home equity line of credit, or small business help.
Who's the best?
Visit alegacy.org for our best rates.
Every car gets warning lights. But did you know the color actually means something too? Red indicates an issue that requires immediate attention. Orange indicates a less urgent issue, like a vehicle service requirement. Blue and green give you information on lights and indicators. The more you know with Flow.
It's time for the Culver's third period. Here on the broadcast tonight, Kendall Grayson with you on the call, and Twin City has returned. The Thunderbirds move right to left in this third and final frame of regulation time. They're in the black sweaters this evening. Columbus in the primarily white sweaters. They will skate left to right. And we'll see if the Thunderbirds can continue their play from the second period. They had 2 goals to None for Columbus in the middle period, and as I mentioned there in the break, outshot the River Dragons 13-7. So here we go. Nothing carries over in terms of penalties. In fact, we've only had 3 penalties called tonight, and they were in the opening 6 minutes of the game. 5-on-5. Here's the face-off at center ice, and the Culver's third period is underway. Face-off victory from Jan Salak goes to Dion Demke, and then moved across to be played back to the near side. That was from Cade Hanley, who slid it across the ice. Now Hanley has to go chase it down himself in the near side corner. He does just that. And Yuri Pastuka looked up, and then off a deflection, it finds its way into the Thunderbirds bench. 19:39 left to go in our Culver's third period. Hungry Thunderbirds fans, nothing beats a Culver's Butterburger, fresh, never frozen beef, seared to perfection and served on a lightly buttered toasted bun. Stop by Culver's at 2973 Fairlawn Drive in Winston-Salem today. Culver's, welcome to delicious. Jan Salak, defensive zone face-off. And they'll boot him out of there. Liam Blomquist jumps in, and it's one away from Twin City. Fired into an open corner, now blocked and gathered up behind the goal. Wrap chance here, shut down by Dyson Skinner, who was ready for it. 19:25 left to go in the Culver's third period. It's back behind the goal. Now batted down to the near side. Columbus working it around the zone. They'll pull it up high. Colton goes across and nearly taken away. Would have been a 2-on-2 minimum, maybe a 2-on-1. If Twin City could have found that one out towards center ice. Instead, played back in their defensive end. They flip it down the rink, and Columbus starts from there. Picked off by Zach White at center. Slides along to find Gus Ford. Off the backhand, trying to lead a pass out to Zach White. And they'll swing it around. River Dragons on the near side. They missed the pass here, and they beat out the icing whistle, but it's covered up there on the side of the net by Dyson Skinner, so that will take us to a break in the action as it's a stoppage as Skinner melts it down. Far side circle, they're looking for it, quickly driven in on goal though, and Skinner was ready. Columbus centers in front. What a save made by Dyson Skinner! My goodness, he shut that down. 18:33 left to go in the third period, and nearly a point-blank save by Dyson Skinner. That was maybe 3 feet at the most, right in front of him. Well, you can have momentum swings with big checks, fights, goals. You can also have them with a save like that from a goaltender. Shots are even at 22. Thunderbirds down by 1, and this is played along the blue paint, and it's going to come the other way as this is, I think, going to be ruled an intentional offside. And so the penalty for that as the faceoff goes down the ice. And the River Dragons thought that there was going to be a rush down the ice the other way. If they didn't play it, that would have been a break, maybe even a 3-on-1, but I think at least a 3-on-2 at the minimum, and so that's why they chose to play that one. So it's an intentional offside, and the faceoff goes way down the rink. Gus Ford looks for possession, goes way across the zone here, and it's eventually moved to Don Carter Jr. He'll flip it ahead. Zach White finds Gus Ford with it. Looking for the game-tying goal in the Culver's third period. They rip it across the zone. It's batted down by Zach White. As he found it in the air, he threw it down, played along. Here's Josh Schlegel shooting through a screen. It's blocked. Falls down on the far side corner. Now batted down to the near side. They look to play it. And it's the River Dragons to it, though. Kirk Underwood, and he lifts it in from the neutral zone. 17:47 left to play in the Culver's third period. 1 goal deficit for the Thunderbirds on home ice tonight. And tripping will be called, but they'll find it first. They fire, oh, they hit the post. They thought they scored, the goal line went off. And what's the call here? Twin City, I think, thinks they've scored. The official was right there and said no. I initially thought it hit the post, but the Thunderbirds are making an argument here. This may be closer than we think. They turned the goal line on back behind the net, and we had a lot going on there. I mentioned that trip that was on the way is, I think it was Salak that was taken down, and then the puck was just sitting there waiting. And so we have a 2-minute penalty on the board and a power play for the Thunderbirds. Nearly the game-tying goal, though. The referee was in the perfect place to see it, and he emphatically said no as it happened. And Twin City, they really thought that one went in. All right, here we go in the power play. 5-on-4, looking to tie the game here in the third period. Far side corner, Salak swings it up top to Don Carter. Long shot blocked. Rebound, as it never made to the goaltender, but it's still free in the zone. Found by Dion Demke. Now Jan Salak. Into the corner it goes. Fans making noise, looking to get the Thunderbirds to tie this thing up. Don Carter swings it back behind the net. Near side, Yuri Pastuka. Pastuka holds on to it, swings it up top, Salak, and then he gave it away just inside the line. Here come the River Dragons, short-handed. They'll step onside, and a soft shot off the backhand finishes back behind the net of the far side corner. 1:11 remaining on the 5-on-4. Early on here in this Culver's third period. Thunderbirds making changes. Butita looking for possession. Columbus gets it to the neutral zone. Collected by Gus Ford. Ford holding on to it, circling around now. Still stick handling. And looking to move it away from his number 10 counterpart in Cody Wickline. Back behind the net. Now it's Gus Ford to play it again. Zach White to the far side, 44. Left on the power play. In front they go, trying to get the backside tip there, and they nearly had it there with Mania crashing in. And it looked like the puck was maybe covered there on the side of the goal. Fans wanted a call. Inside the line, they snap it around. Here's Roman Kramer shooting one. Shot was blocked, stays onside. Gus Ford loads up, head fake, waiting, down low, and it goes skipping wide of the goal. Twin City looking to tie it up here early on in the third period on the power play. Near side, Roman Kramer goes in front. High in the zone is Zach White. He waits, swings it to Gus Ford, sets up, makes a move, holds on to it, circles around again. Good saucer pass to White. Down low, they bump it in front, looking for a play from Schnapp, and it goes away. 5-on-5, but still onside across the zone. In on goal, it's blocked. Never made it to Tyler Roy. It's found by the River Dragons, and somehow they will survive. There's a check from Zach White. Meanwhile, Columbus with a wrap chance. Taken away. Here's White. In from center. He backtracks, swings the pass along to Gus Ford. Twin City has tired bodies out there, making changes now. James Farmer pushes it ahead. 5 minutes gone by in the Culver's third period. And Twin City here on home ice, down by a goal at 3-2. Really good chances there on the 5-on-4. They'll look for it in front of the penalty box. Now it's back into the defensive end. Fouled by Pastuka, lets it go for Farmer. So James Farmer to it. Nearly driven to center. Now it is. Here we go. It's Blomqvist. Loads up, shoots one. He missed. It falls down right in front of the net there. They find it. Shot of the way. And it goes back behind the goal. That was from Jan Salak looking to tie the game. They'll battle. And out to the logo at center. Fans can sense it. What a push coming from the Thunderbirds. Going back to the second period. Played by Liam Blomqvist. Down it goes, intercepted. And the River Dragons will move it the other way. Off a deflection way high in the air here. And it drops down out of play. 14:09 left to go in the Culver's third period. Media timeouts as the Thunderbirds try to tie this game. They're down by 1.
Quinn Services has been serving North Carolina for over 50 years, ensuring the safety and comfort of our customers' homes. We take pride in bringing together the best electricians, plumbers, and heating and cooling technicians to bring convenience and unbeatable value to our customers. Life can be hectic. What better way to simplify than to have one company you trust to take care of all of your home's repair needs? Since 1972, integrity and customer satisfaction have been at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to have built a name our neighbors trust, one that provides peace of mind and a service that can be relied on, today, tomorrow, and for years to come. Thank you for trusting Gwynn Services with your home. We are proud to stand behind the work we do every single day to serve our friends and neighbors here in North Carolina. We are Gwin Services. One call does it all.
Twin City out shooting Columbus 24-23. Media timeout is ending, and it's 5-on-5. 14:09 remaining in the Culver's third period. Face off right to the logo at center ice. Michael Mania steps in there, and here go the Thunderbirds. It's Butita through a screen. He fires it wide of the net, and a pad save made there by Tyler Roy. Back behind the goal. I think I saw the goal light go off again. That time it was not close. So it's fired down the rink, back in behind the goal for Dyson Skinner. Lays it into the corner for Josh Sleggers. Now towards the center ice red line, dips into the defensive zone for the River Dragons. They move it down the rink now. Going back is Don Carter Jr. looking to find a Jacob Schnapp to it. What a goal he scored in the second period back on Saturday night on the road against Athens. That gave the team a one-goal advantage at the time. First of the season for Schnapp, and it was his 50th career goal here in the FPHL. Kramer onside to White. Here we go. Zach White looks, shoots it, and it just missed. And it falls down to Ford. Down low they go. Kramer loads up, doesn't fire. Puts it high in his own. Slager's in on goal. Turned aside by Roy. Big rebound after he made a blocker save, and it falls down. Columbus sensing the pressure. Down it goes. Icing is the call. 12:58 left to go in the Culver's third period as Twin City looks to tie the game. Hey, Thunderbirds fans, got a sweet tooth? Well, Culver's fresh frozen custard is rich, creamy, and made in small batches all day, every day. Swing by Culver's at 2973 Fairlawn Drive in Winston-Salem and check out today's flavor. Culver's, welcome to delicious. Right circle face-off. They look to go forward with Gus Ford. It bounces down. It's found behind the net. It makes its way in front, and it's covered up there by Tyler Roy. I thought Gus Ford had it. I think he thought he had it about 3 times the way he was reaching for it behind the goal. And then somehow it just made its way right to the blue paint. And Tyler Roy was able to fall on it and find a whistle. Shots on goal now favoring Twin City, 26-23. Here's Gus Ford, right circle face-off. Down he goes. Roman Kramer lets it go back to James Farmer. Kramer, not much of an angle, throws it in front of the net, looking for something good to happen. Ford across they go. One-timer, and it's blocked. It's free, and somehow stays out of the back of the goal. Tyler Roy got it. And nearly the third goal the Thunderbirds have been searching for. Well, we saw a similar save made in terms of athleticism on the other side from Dyson Skinner, and now we get one there from Tyler Roy. This has been a really good hockey game. Twin City is looking to snap a 4-game winless skid. And they're a goal away from tying it. They throw it out to center ice, and Zach White, he looks to find it. He's got it. White curls back behind the goal, and then he's crunched with a check. Stays on his skates, though, and the zone fills up. Kicked out by Jan Salak. He's reaching for it. Stays onside here. Dion Demke, good play. He'll flip it down low. Salak's behind the goal line. Found by the River Dragons, and they'll move it. This hits the linesman here, and it works out for Columbus off that break. They shoot a long one, and the glove save made by Dyson Skinner. Big hit there. In from center ice, as Twin City looks to track it down. This should be icing as the River Dragons miss the pass, and it will be. So we have 11:28 now left to play in the Culver's third period. Shots on net favoring Twin City at 27-24. Thunderbirds down by a goal at 3-2. They allowed 3 in the first 13 minutes and 59 seconds of the hockey game, and nothing since. 2 second period goals from this group, both even strength. We play 5-on-5 now. Jan Salak looks to win it back behind him here in the face-off circle. It falls down. Yuri Pastuka's out there. Gets it to Blomqvist. And then intercepted by the visitors. Trying to find it at center was Dobles. And goes back into the defensive zone here. It's slapped ahead by James Farmer and flipped out by Liam Blomquist. Just jumped over the blue line, controlled again by Columbus. And they'll stretch it up the rink on the far side, each team making changes. And controlled by Butita, and it goes flipping away from him. Chip to the near side, here's Colton. And unable to fire. This will be blocked. They're looking for it in front, and James Farmer's there. It's tied up, though. River Dragons on the attack. Found by Twin City. Flipped ahead. And Butita settles it. Liam Blomquist had to go off on a line change. He had been out there for a while. Down behind the goal. Across for Jacob Schnapp in the corner. He motors along. As they look to find it, they will. Salak looks up. Can he find a friend to pass to? He still has it. Steps away, shoots, not much of an angle, but it falls down, nearly played by Schnapp. Jacob Schnapp now looking for it, searching here in the offensive end, throws a hit. Fans will like that, drops down now to the near side, and great effort by Hanley to get over there and find it. Cade Hanley, he's bumped, Michael Mania flying in off the bench. Kicked at and played at center ice by the River Dragons. Penalty called against Twin City as Columbus sets up onside here. No shot, though. They'll move it high in the zone. Netminder's gone. 6-on-5 for now. Then it was played by Twin City and Josh Schlegers. So the Bobos' penalty kill will be on the way following our media timeout. It's still 3-2. Twin City desperately trying to tie this game, and the captain Butita called for a slash.
Flow Offer to Purchase makes it easy for you to generate an appraisal for a vehicle online in under 5 minutes. You can confidently use Flow Offer to Purchase to determine your vehicle's trade-in value or to get a real offer to sell it to us. Here at Flow, we've always had a transparent, interactive appraisal process that our customers love. We've developed our Flow Offer to Purchase tool to offer you that same great experience online or through our Flow Garage app anytime, anywhere. Using Flow Offer to Purchase is simple. Either enter your license plate number or VIN, and the system will pull up basic information about your vehicle. Some vehicles have options or extras that need to be selected in order to pull an accurate value. Then just tell us about the current condition of a few things like your tires, dents and scratches, or mechanical issues. From there, a real offer on your vehicle, whether you buy from us or not, is just a click away. Just a heads up, our staff will check over your vehicle to ensure your Flow Offer to Purchase is accurate. Your satisfaction is our priority. Flow Automotive dealerships have processed tens of thousands of vehicles using Flow Offer to Purchase, which has resulted in buying many thousands of cars from customers. Try Flow Offer to Purchase for free today. You can access this tool by clicking Sell Trade on flowauto.com or your dealer site by starting the Sell Trade dialog in the center of the homepage.
Bobo's Deli and Grill penalty kill on the ice as John Butita is in the box, slashing at 10:15 of this Culver's third period. On the face-off, held on side of the power play from the River Dragons. They missed the pass across the zone. Tyler Barrow, he had his head up. They get to it, though. They look to center. Look out here. Far side post. They center again. They score. And it's 4-2 with 9:27 left to play in the Culver's third period. So 17 seconds. That's all it took as John Butita exits the box. And that's a big goal in this game. Third power play goal tonight for the River Dragons. And of course it was the power play goals that haunted this team back on Saturday in Athens as the Rock Lobsters scored a couple in the third period. Columbus has 4 goals tonight. 3 of them have been scored 5-on-4. All right, over 9 minutes left to go here. And let's see what the Thunderbirds can do with it. And from center ice, this hits the linesman. Jan Salak has found it. Salak turns, goes behind him to Josh Schlegers. Salak 6'5", Schlegers 6'3". Down the rink they go with it. And they'll try to find it here in the attacking area. Down to the red line. And then move back behind Don Carter. He turns and looks. And flips it ahead. Good play there as Josh Schlegers is open. And he looks to skate it out of the zone. Swings a pass instead. Intercepted. Underwood with it. Here's Underwood, top of the near side circle. Then they go down low into the corner. 8:33 to play in the Culver's third period. Twin City on home ice tonight. Right back here tomorrow night as well. 6:05 the time of the puck drop. And for now, down by 2. They'll go ahead and find Roman Kramer. Now it's back to Zach White. Near side, James Farmer open. And they look to center to Ford. It rolls on him. And he settles it. Keeps it onside though. Now all the way around the zone. James Farmer looking for possession in the corner. It's moved away from him. Picked up and played by Ben Pezamenti. And from center. And off the backhand there. That went off the back of the net. Looked like it anyway, as that was a glove thrown up by Skinner. But it finished back behind the goal. So Thunderbirds bring it onside. It's a high stick as Gus Ford has been caught. And let's hope he's okay. Got clipped up high. And so the Thunderbirds will have a power play here. 7:42 left to go in the Culver's third period. Looks like a 2-minute penalty. And finding something here on the man advantage would go a long way to helping this team's come from behind efforts tonight. It's a 2-goal deficit at 4-2. Penalty called against Mike Wynn. And it'll be an offensive end face-off on the way here on the power play. Let's see what Jan Salak can do. Can they find it? And located by the River Dragons. They swat at it, not out of the zone. Held onside by Salak. Then he pushes it over to Pestuka, who throws an errant pass and grabbed along the logo at center by Don Carter. Back to Yuri Pestuka. 20 seconds gone by on the 5-on-4. Lifted into the near side corner. Back across it goes. Pestuka comes racing in, but it's cleared all the way down the rink by the River Dragons. Don Carter with 7:04 left to go in the Culver's third period. Flips it ahead, found though by Columbus, plenty of room, and all the way down it goes. Dyson Skinner settles it. And doesn't want to have to face a defensive zone face-off in the power play, so he plays it along to Gus Ford. Right over to Michael Mania. Here's Mania, curls around, good pass to Kramer, and will it stay onside? It will. Ford goes in front, they center across, they fire, and it goes off the back of the goal. Some of the fans thought it was in. Jacob Schnapp up top, Zach White. And he fires into the far side corner there for Gus Ford. Here's Roman Kramer. They center in front of the goal looking for something good to happen. Now they have to fight for possession of the puck. It's down behind the goal. Chopped at. And they're searching for it. Here's a play from Ford as he drew the penalty, the high sticking infraction to Mike Wynn. Jacob Schnapp bumps it up high. Here we go. They'll swing it around. Gus Ford across one more time. They shoot one. A save made by Tyler Roy. Back behind the goal, they center in on Roy again. He stops it. Columbus able to clear. What a surge there, but only 10 seconds remaining on this power play. 5:47 left to go in the Culver's third period. Twin City down by 2 and 4-2. James Farmer onside, slaps it ahead as the Thunderbirds get a change out towards center. Columbus clears it. And Dyson Skinner will set it up here behind the net. It's Cade Hanley. As I mentioned earlier, Hanley from Bozeman, Montana. Skinner out of Billings, Montana. Onside. Here we go. Blomqvist in on goal. Shut down. It's free. Slap shot towards the net. Gathered up, but it's still free. They look for it again. And it's blocked by Columbus a couple of times. Eventually moved out to the neutral zone. 5:05 remaining in the Culver's third period. In from center. Hanley lets it go as he chopped it ahead. And now back the other way. The River Dragons get a much-needed clear. So they'll force the Thunderbirds back down the rink. And here they go with speed is Michael Mania. He can fly. Mania dancing onside. Couldn't complete the move, but he centers it out in front. And Jacob Schnapp racing over to play it. Now it's Don Carter. Carter had it taken away from him. River Dragons look to protect the puck to the far side boards. They couldn't do it. Butita got it to Mania. Mania slides it across. Looks to return it back to him. And it's played ahead. And a penalty called from the neutral zone. And so it's a Bobo's Deli and Grill penalty kill. 4:26 remaining in this Culver's third period. It's the final media timeout of the game. We'll be right back.
April 21st, 2009. Dear Amy, today your life is going to change forever. At 5 p.m., you will give birth to a little boy, almost 3 months premature. And the doctor tells you that your little baby has a brain bleed. And the hardest part is when you pack up to go home from the hospital, he won't. But he won't be alone. And all the doctors and nurses at Atrium Health are going to take such good care of him. And they'll reassure you that there's no better place for him to be. But as time passes, you'll begin to understand this child is special. He'll fall in love with soccer, training to someday join the U.S. Paralympic team. This little boy is not only alive, he's thriving. And believe me when I say, everything is going to be okay. How do I know? Because I am you. 13 years later, sincerely, Amy Wilotica.
Well, as it turns out, it will not be a Bobo's Deli and Grill penalty kill for the Thunderbirds, as along with John Butita, who was called for a hold, they have called holding to Kirk Underwood. And so we see a 4-on-4 scenario. There'll be some open ice out there. You never know. 4:26 left to go in the third period. So with an offensive end face-off and a 4-on-4, perhaps a chance here for Twin City to get another one on the board tonight. Looking forward to the side of the circle right from the face-off. It's found by the River Dragons. Even strength, so they can't ice it without penalty. They'll hold on to it. And here they go. Top of the far side circle. And moving is Ryan Hunter. All the way across the zone. Somehow that pass landed. They get it back to him. Hunter shoots it off a deflection. It's up and out of play. 4:04 now left to go in our Culver's third period. 1:38 remaining on the 4-on-4 sequence. Out-of-town scoreboard report. It's Binghamton 4 and Indiana 1. That's a final. Danbury has taken the lead in the third period on Watertown, 3-2. Tie game 2-2 between Port Huron and Blue Ridge. From the face-off, Columbus with it, and up and out it goes again off a deflection. Stick goes flying high in the air. That was Zach White. And they will regroup and do it again. Biloxi 4 and Baton Rouge no score. That's from the second period. So things will reset. This will be Zach White to the circle. And they will have a false start here. Had a couple of seconds, I think, that moved off the clock there. And they'll look to do it again. This time it hits the ice, and Columbus works around the zone. Here's Thornton, loads up, across he goes. The shot, and it's blocked. Here's White. Can they get it to him? And Carter nearly found him on the pass, but it was blocked. He would have been off. And a shot in on goal. Save made by Dyson Skinner. Aggressive. The Thunderbirds look to take it away high in the zone. Now it's the near side corner. Cade Hanley in the battle. 65 seconds left to go on the 4-on-4. And from center, Thunderbirds look to move it along to Carter with a pass from Zach White, but it was blocked. And the River Dragons now take their turn onside. And nicely taken away. Good defensive work there from Hanley, found by Kramer. Shots on goal favoring Twin City at 31-25. Only 3 minutes and 9 seconds remaining in the Culver's third period. 40 seconds left on the 4-on-4. It's Hanley back behind the net. Looks to step up. Drives it across. Onside. Here they go. Forward in on goal, and a penalty called on the shot attempt. And slashing is the call. So this will now give us a 4-on-3 sequence for 28 seconds. And then it'll go back to a 5-on-4 unless we have any additional rule breaking that happens. So here's the 4-on-3. It's Gus Ford, Zach White, Jan Salak, Yuri Pastuka. Thunderbirds win it. Salak holding on to it. Open ice out there at 4-on-3. Pastuka gets it back to it. Now Ford, Yuri Pastuka, bobbled the pass, holding on to it. Here's Ford, goes across, batted down in front, just wide on a chance. And a wrap chance, leading a surprise to netminder. It was right there, covered up, and a stoppage. Well, Tyler Roy has really survived some chances from the Thunderbirds tonight. Twin Cities hit the post I don't know how many times, and just unable to find the next one. 5 seconds away from playing 5-on-4. Face-off victory, Yuri Pastuka in the corner. Centers across, they drive one, and it's off the glass from Zach White. 2 players out of the box, so it's 5-on-4 now. Power play, 1:24 left on it. Dyson Skinner stays put. It's out to center ice. Picked up by Pastuka, flips it forward. Roman Kramer powers his way onside. Could have numbers. Kramer across the zone, and it's knocked away from Gus Ford. Now they find Zach White with it. Chips it down low. Just 2 minutes left to go in the third period. Thunderbirds down by 2. In front, kick that rebound. Oh, and how did that stay out? That's just the night it's been. My goodness. Wide open cage, big, juicy rebound, and it stays a 2-goal deficit. Twin City centers again. Bounces off the skates of Ford, and out of the net is Skinner. He looks back behind him as that long chance will miss. 95 seconds remaining in this Culver's third period. 40 seconds left in the power play, now 6-on-4. 6-on-4, the power play. Schnapp is open in front. Farmer tries to clean up the rebound. And to the far side post, covered up by Tyler Roy. This one's been entertaining, and although the Thunderbirds are now in danger of dropping 5 in a row, I think that, no doubt, this is the best that they've looked here on this streak. They had the lead on Athens, of course, Saturday night of last week in the third period. But Twin City has just been all over Columbus. After really surrendering those first 3 goals, they do give up the power play goal that makes it 4-2, and that's where we stand now, but playing really well. And it's going to be a big crowd tomorrow night on hand. Still tickets available. Puck drops at 6:05. But we'll see what head coach Steve Harrison draws up on the whiteboard across the rink. And, of course, you can meet Coach Harrison at the Coach Harry Show. That is weekdays on Tuesday. Typically it was Monday earlier this week, but typically during the week it's on Tuesdays, 7 o'clock. Our 3 sponsor locations, with Earl's being the stop this week. We're at Little Italy last week, and Dave & Buster's the week before. Gus Ford was the guest on the program this week. Did a nice job, and he will be the centerman to take the face-off. So still 28 seconds on the penalty to Lucas Texmo. So we have a 6-on-4 situation here. Net is empty to my right. Still plenty of time. There's a full 2 minutes, now 1:24, but you've got this 2-goal deficit. I was going to say, but with 1:24, you've got time to get 2. Here we go. Face-off win. They turn, they fire, blocked in front. Rebound is down and covered up by Tyler Roy. Sort of juggled it and never really lost possession, lost control, but was able to cover and once again get a whistle. He's trying to win a game for the 3rd time this season, looking for career win number 9. And he's 8-1. Brighton, Michigan native, 98 birth year. They'll wait a moment on the face-off. Down it goes, chopped at. Columbus has room to move it out. They couldn't do it. Pastuka swings it across the zone. They look to snap it down low. It's free in front, rolling loose. And almost a chance towards the goal, but Columbus was able to move it out towards the line, not out of the zone. And we have now 1 minute left to go in the third period. Twin City needs 2. Up high, Ford, a long shot through traffic, through a screen. They look to tuck it home, and they do. Roman Kramer, it's 4-3. Roman Kramer has another one, and this team is still alive tonight. 51.5 to go. Well, and after the chances that have not gone in tonight, It was one that bounces wide of the goal, takes a lively hop off the end wall, finds its way to the stick of Roman Kramer, and that's goal number 46 of his career. Second of the game, third of the season. Skinner's back, but he's in between the circles. Here's the face-off at center. 48 seconds to go, he's already leaving. Zach White moves to Roman Kramer. They fire onside, they'll chase after it. 6-on-5 here late in the hockey game. 37 seconds remaining. They battle for it in the corner. Let's see if the Thunderbirds can tie it. Still battling for it, not moving, taking time off the clock. Fans can sense it. Rolling free in front. Found high in the zone, 20 seconds. Zach White, long shot, and gloved up by Roy. Long drive there from Zach White. And it was found by the glove hand of Roy. 18.6 seconds left, and the shots on goal now 40-27 in favor of the Thunderbirds. Coach Harrison has used his timeout. Zone will now fill up with 6 players. 4 to the face-off circle. White's behind him. Had a lot of players jump that one early. Twin City wins it. Wide open Kramer. Slap shot through traffic and off the end wall. Took a lively jump again. They're fighting for it. 10 seconds left to go. They drive it towards the net. It's blocked all the way around the zone. Salak hustling over. Just 4 seconds left now. They got to go towards the net. Shot is blocked, and that's how the game will end. 4-3, Columbus wins it on the road tonight. But a nice effort from this team. They give up the opening 3 goals of the night, and really after that outplayed Columbus the rest of the way. And nearly had the game-tying goal. They were able to get on the board in the final minute with the goal from Roman Kramer, second of the game. Liam Blomquist scores in his debut with the team. 19:09, the time of the goal from Roman Kramer, assisted by Gus Ford and Liam Blomquist. It's a multi-point night for him in his debut. And a good effort between these two rivals. Twin City falls short tonight, but now you can see the signs. This team, I think they're destined for a win tomorrow. As I mentioned, they've dropped their last 5, but it hasn't always looked like this during that stretch. And so I think you've got a lot to look forward to, a lot to be proud of. But again, goes back to the start tonight. We'll break it down in the postgame show and get into some more detail about it. We'll stay here, though, as they give the 3-star selection, and we'll see what the choices are from the off-ice official staff here in the building and see who they send out. But it's this regulation loss, 4-3, the final tonight, as the fans exit the stands. Expecting a big crowd here tomorrow night for the Veterans Night game. And we hope you can join us. It's a 6:05 start. You can get your tickets online right now. You can go through the team site at TwinCityThunderbirds.com, but you can buy them directly at WSFairgrounds.com, Ticketmaster.com, or you can contact the box office 336-727-2236. So we have the 3-star selection. And the 3 stars of the game brought to us by Atrium Health, Wake Forest Baptist each and every night. We have the Amonzi Granite Hard Surface social media clip that you can see during the week for the hard hit of the game. And so we haven't seen anyone step out for the Thunderbirds. I don't believe that we will. But this will send us to our break, so we'll step aside and come back for the post-game show. We hope that you'll stick around for the recap of tonight's game. We'll look for the preview for tomorrow's game as well and see if the Thunderbirds, if they play like they did tonight, I think it's going to be a good one here tomorrow night. So it's a 4-3 loss tonight. Post-game show on the way. We'll be right back.
Did you know that not changing your engine oil can result in engine failure? Regular oil changes can extend the life of your engine and reduce the risk of engine failure. Schedule your next oil change on the Flow Garage app. The more you know with Flow.
Looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate around Winston-Salem and the Triad? Meet Jennifer Sapp, your trusted local realtor. With nearly 30 years of deep experience, Jennifer specializes in everything from historic homes and remodels to investment properties, college town housing, and short sales. She's known for honesty, integrity, and making the process as stress-free as possible. Ready to make your move? Call 336-782-3148 or visit jensapprealty.com today.
Introducing Flow Rewards, the exclusive rewards program for Flow Automotive customers. With Flow Rewards, every vehicle purchase and service visit earns you points towards future maintenance on your vehicle. To start earning and redeeming Flow Rewards points, download Flow Garage, make an account, and add your vehicle. If your account is already set up with your vehicle, you'll start earning rewards points automatically. Add family members to your household to earn Flow Rewards points together. Don't miss out. Download the Flow Garage app to start earning Flow Rewards points with your next service visit or vehicle purchase.
Get into the swing of things at Tee It Up Indoors. Offering 3 simulators, over 11,000 virtual courses, lessons, club fittings, and a variety of snacks and beverages, Tee It Up Indoors is the place to go and work on your game. Call us at 336-285-7823 or visit our website at teeitupindoors.net.
Finish strong. Start here. Atrium Health Wake Forest Baptist.
When it comes to performance, speed matters, just like on the ice. Introducing same-day dental crowns right here at Twin Oaks Dentistry. With cutting-edge technology, we craft crowns on site, eliminating the need for temporary. As proud sponsors of the Carolina Thunderbirds, we understand the need for top-notch performance. We're more than just dental care. We're your partners in achieving your best smile.
Welcome back inside the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena for the postgame show. Following this 1-goal loss for Twin City here on home ice tonight to the Columbus River Dragons. Final score was 4-3. We go back to the Pine Tree Tavern first period, and that's where the River Dragons did most of their damage in this game. They got back-to-back power play goals to start the contest. 2:53 scoring play from Cody Wickline, assisted by Ryan Hunter and Tyler Barrow. That was early on, opening penalty of the night, and the power play strikes for the River Dragons. 4:45 is the time of the power play goal for Josh Colton. Tyler Barrow, Ryan Hunter assisting on that goal as well. And so that power play unit with 2 goals early on in the first, not even 5 minutes of the game. 13:59 even strength goal. Columbus adds another one. Matt Stoya scores with Brody Thornton and Alex Storjahan assisting. And so it was 3-0 at that point. Shots on net in the first period were 12-9 for Columbus. But then the push happened, a big response in the second period. And really just felt like, for whatever reason, it was almost like a different team. Just showed up there to start the second period and really played throughout the remaining minutes of the game. Roman Kramer, a huge goal for him, second of the season at 7:31. Even strength goal there in the Flow second period. Gus Ford on the assist, Don Carter assisted, and it is 3-1 with the Thunderbirds on the board. And then they get another one at 11:04. Not much time in between, 7:31 to 11:04. Liam Blomquist scores in his debut with the organization. He was just added to the roster officially today, and Jan Salak got the assist on that goal. Blomquist, this is his first season in North America. It was his third game in North America. 2 games in the SPHL for Quad City, for the Quad City Storm. An assist for them in 2 games, 1 assist. But he scores for the first time tonight. Junior team, the Malmo Redhawks. And so a great way to join his team, join his teammates, and get right on the score sheet. Did not wait long as he scores that goal there in the second period at 11:04. So then we go to the third period. Shots on goal in the second period, heavily favored Twin City. It was even more of a discrepancy in the third period. But it's 13-7 in the second period. And then we go to the third period. Columbus with a big answer and a power play goal to sort of end that run of the goals that were being scored back-to-back there from Twin City. And a goal scored by Alex Dorjahan as he is able to net a goal there at 10:33. So that pushes the lead back to 2 for the River Dragons. Cody Wickline and Tyler Barrow with the assists there. And then in the final minutes of the game, the Thunderbirds had quite the push. I mentioned that the shot discrepancy in the third period ends up being 19-8, favoring the Thunderbirds. That gives you an idea of just the type of work they were doing. Of course, the shots on the post don't count, and they had maybe 5 of those tonight. But they certainly had their opportunities, and so they get a sort of a strange goal, but just trying to get a shot to go through traffic. It bounces off the end wall, lively bounce. And goes right to Roman Kramer. And he had chances tonight. He had 2 goals tonight, but certainly even could have had more. He was really good for this team and maybe their best player on the ice this evening. So Kramer is able to put it in. Even strength goal, but it was scored with an empty net on the other side. Gus Ford and Liam Blomquist on the assist. So that is as it turns out, the final scoring play of the night. 7 goals in total this evening, and it's a 4-3 final. But Roman Kramer with a 2-goal game, Liam Blomquist scoring for the Thunderbirds. A pretty clean game in terms of penalties. Essentially every penalty was a stick infraction. We had a holding call to John Boutita and a holding call to Kirk Underwood. But other than that, it was all stick infractions tonight. No penalties called in the second period. But for the most part, a pretty clean game here in Winston-Salem this evening. The shots on goal total at the end of the night, showing to us online on the online scoring system, is 41-27. Here in the building it says 40-27. We'll go with 41-27, 19-8 in that third and final frame of regulation time. The Culver's third period. The 3 stars of the night presented by Atrium Health, Wake Forest Baptist. And they select 3 players from the River Dragons in this effort. Tyler Barrow, the first star, Cody Wickline, the second star, and Ryan Hunter is the third star of the game. The goaltending matchup tonight was a good one. Dyson Skinner and Tyler Roy. Dyson Skinner records the loss in goal after he faces the 27 shots, made 23 saves. And Columbus, with Tyler Roy in goal, faced 41 shots and made 38 saves in the matchup. Both goaltenders that sat on the bench and backed up tonight are certainly more than capable of going out and winning a game, and so we'll see if it's the Babick versus Babin matchup tomorrow, or if one of these teams goes back-to-back with Dyson Skinner or Tyler Roy. So that is our recap of tonight's game. Before we go off the air, we will have one final look at the out-of-town scoreboard report in the FPHL this evening. So here's what we had. It's Binghamton 4 and Indiana 1. That's a final score. Watertown has scored in the third period, and so it's now a tie game at 3. It was 2-2. Danbury went ahead. Watertown has tied at 3-3 third period. Also 3-3 third period for Blue Ridge and Port Huron. And still showing is after the second period for Biloxi and Baton Rouge. That one is likely in the third, if not over. But it's 4-0 to lead on the road there for the Biloxi Breakers. We remind you that our start time tomorrow night is 6:05. If all goes according to plan, we'll have a 5:50 pregame show for you tomorrow night to get us going on the broadcast. Where you found the broadcast tonight, the video side of things and the audio side of things, we'll be right back there on both channels tomorrow, so you can return for the broadcast if you're unable to join us here in the arena, but we certainly hope that you will be, as it's going to be Veterans Night tomorrow night, always a special night, and we're having a discounted ticket program available for veterans, so $15 plus the fees online for discounted tickets. You can find those through the team site at TwinCityThunderbirds.com. It will redirect you to the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena, which is WSFairgrounds.com, Ticketmaster.com. As I mentioned, you can also contact the box office at 336-727-2236. We will have the recap of tonight's game later online for you in the preview article online tomorrow morning as well. This one doesn't work out for the Thunderbirds, but I mentioned They've had a couple of efforts that I think that they were certainly disappointed in, and no doubt disappointed in this game, giving up 3 there in the first period. But I think there's a lot more positives to build off of, and a lot of reason for excitement. They outshoot this team, and we'll see what happens tomorrow night. But I mentioned it's expected to be a very large crowd here tomorrow night, and typically the Thunderbirds are going to play well in an environment like that, and we hope that that's certainly the case for tomorrow's game. So thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Kendall Grayson signing off here for the post-game show. We'll talk to you again tomorrow. But until tomorrow night, good night from Winston-Salem. It's a 4-3 final this evening as the Thunderbirds